Testing, testing. One, two, three. We are live. We are live. We are live. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? What's up, squad? Come on in the room. Come on in the room.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien. That's your being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's your being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
That's your being a blogger.
all the is my son.
Okay, this shit is
I am more than a blogger.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, the Sh00ter.
Yeah.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, the Sh00ter.
Yeah.
And all of this her son.
What's up, squad? Come
It's my
on
son.
in. Come on in. Come on in. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
This her son.
Like for
Yes, aliens in the chat right now. Let me know you are here.
Like for real.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Happy Wednesday. Why my glasses are so blurry? Got fingerprints and stuff all on them. Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. Is today Wednesday? Yep, it sure is. Today is Wednesday, May the 3rd. Okay. We have had a very, very unusual and shocking day in Atlanta. I know all of you who watch the news may have seen there was a mass pow pow in the middle of downtown Atlanta today, and it was a manhunt all day long. So prayers up to the family who was affected, to all of the families who were affected today. In this situation, it's been a mess, child. But one thing is for certain, the technology got the people. Honey. The technology got the man. The man was arrested. What was his name? Dion Patterson. He was arrested. Okay. Just recently, probably about 30, 45 minutes ago in Cobb County at a swimming pool in the damn apartment somewhere in the swimming pool. They tracked him down all the way from downtown to Atlanta. He stole a car. Then he went to Cobb County. He went to over there by the new Brave Stadium in Cobb County. He was at the Battery. Then they found the truck at the Battery. Then they said he was on foot. And I'm like, how he get all these places? Lord Jesus, but shout out to our mayor and the police department and everybody who was in on it, child, because they got him, honey. They got him. You said he was in Cobb County where your brother lived, Lord, not where your brother lived. But at least they got him. But they said the man was suffering from mental illness and that he was at a medical facility for treatment along with his family members. Okay. And they said his family members is who told who he was. And so it's a mess. It was a mess because I was trying to figure out how did they know the man's name and how they knew what he looked like and all that stuff as quickly as they did. Because remember, it was all kind of footage going around, footage of somebody on the roof, footage of somebody coming out the elevator, footage of somebody coming out the office. So yeah, they got him, honey. They got him. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, if you was on my Instagram today, follow me on Instagram. I am ATLien on Instagram. Okay. As I was saying earlier, like mental health is wealth, honey. Just make sure you are honoring yourself when you feel away, honey. Just listen, talk it out, seek help, seek therapy, do all the things you do that you can do to for your peace. Peace is priceless. You said he was in the military, Lord. He said treatments allow firearms. What y'all talking? They don't allow them, but I mean, do they have like metal detectors in the doctor's office now? Like, how they gonna stop them? You said you sat in your living room watching the news. Okay, I was watching the news all day too. It was like, what the hell is happening? what the hell is happening in my city? Like helicopters flying over and all kind of stuff was going on. Police are the most thorough investigators. I knew they were gonna catch him quickly. I did too, but it was something like, it kind of was reminiscent of like that whole Brian Nichols situation. Y'all remember that? The man had got free. He was at court and he was pow the judge in the courtroom and he was on the run and he fled and he ended up at this girl house for days. Like, it was a lot going on. But anyway, you said you wonder if his mother knew he had a gun on him. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, but y'all, take heed anytime you need to log off. Anytime you need to take time for yourself, do it. Okay. Your job is not worth your sanity. Your spouse is not worth your sanity. Them badass kids is not worth your sanity. If you need to take some quiet time, go take some quiet time, child. That's all I got to say about it. Okay. That's all I got to say. You said they knew how to piece that thing together, honey. Yes, they had the damn tag readers following him all throughout the city. They found him. So, anyway, thank y'all for joining me today. And I'm sorry for my long break. I was just about to say I had to take me a few mental health breaks, honey, because I just needed peace and quiet. And I was saying earlier, I love my house. I used to travel and stuff all the time, but it's like, what's that meme that goes around like create a life you don't have to take a vacation from? That's how I feel in my house. I feel like my whole house is like a vacation. I wake up in the morning like I can't believe I live here. So I love it. So definitely, honor yourself. Yes, it's 587,606 county Facebook. Go ahead and like that video. Now I'm slacking on the blog and y'all. I put a blog post up today. Listen, I had to start slowly. Y'all ain't gonna overwork me. Okay, y'all just not gonna overwork me. But come on in, come on in. Thank you. Look, Derek did my hair yesterday. Derek did my hair. Thank you so much for noticing. They still ain't found what that killed the 5 people. Child, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Thank you so much, my bro. Now, other things before we get started. Do I have any housekeeping situations to talk about today? I didn't have Eva Marcille on the agenda. I did not. But I had got a tip today that Eva was going to be in court, on her divorce petition. Eva filed for divorce from Michael Sterling. It's been about a month ago. And originally he said that he was going to fight for his wife. He was not letting her go. But eventually he had to give in. He had to hire his own attorney because, he an attorney, but he had to hire his own attorney because he was like, she's serious about this, whatever, she is about to leave me, child. So apparently what happened in court today. Listen, I don't know everything that happened because listen, I wasn't on the Zoom call, but Eva is asking for Mike to listen. She asking for child support for all 3 of the kids. He adopted her daughter Marley, who was actually, her daughter from a previous relationship. And then she had, 2 other sons. And so, she is asking for him to provide support for everybody in the house. And everybody's like, what is going on? But I mean, that's what happens. He adopted her. That's his child now. He gotta take care of her for life, whether he with the mama or not. Okay. You said Eva the Dragon Lady smoked cigs and smoking weed. Well, she free now, honey. She got her job with Tyler Perry. She got her good old job. Sometimes when women get a lot of money, they like, we don't need no man no more. But remember, she was broke. She wasn't getting no modeling gigs. Didn't nobody know her except for on America's Next Top Model. Then she was trying to get on the Housewives. She got on the Housewives. And remember, she was broke and renting the house and all that stuff. She needed her man then. She needed, because she was a single mom. She didn't want to be that. But now she didn't came up. She don't need him no more. But I digress. He said Eva needs to divorce them veneers. Oh, it's a mess. Like I guess the daddy ain't paying child support. Who Kevin McCall? He wasn't paying child support, so Michael gonna have to pay it. Yeah, God don't like ugly. It's a mess. It's a mess. So, whatever's going on, they say, listen, I'm not one to gossip. But This what the people on the street was saying. That Eva apparently got a girlfriend or something. But I don't know. I don't know for a fact because I ain't in the lesbian community. But the people been chattering. They said that Eva got her. Mm, that Eva don't want Mike no more because she don't. She was never really into Peen like that. That's what they had said. I'm just telling y'all what the people say. Did Michael cheat? That's not what I heard. I heard that she don't want to be with me no more. And it may not be true, but that's what the chatter is. You know how you had your ear to the street like Mama Joyce? That's what the chatter was. So you said you believe it. Well, what's going on with Jamie Foxx? Let's send up prayers to Jamie Foxx too, as y'all come on in and settle down. I haven't even told y'all the agenda yet. Jamie Foxx, suffered many say a stroke, some say a brain aneurysm. I don't know. Reports are that he, lost control of his speech on set. He could not talk. That he had to be revived, and now his family is calling in a neurologist. Okay, he's been in an Atlanta hospital for a while now. And so you notice a lot of celebrities are like, please send prayers up for Jamie Foxx, send prayers up for Jamie Foxx. Even Charlie Murphy. Y'all know who Charlie Murphy is. He even was it Charlie Murphy? Who was it? They got online and was like send prayers up. Okay. Did he get them social distance? What? Oh, you talking about Eva Child. But anyway, a lot of celebrities are asking for prayers up for Jamie. I don't know if he's in a coma or what, but clearly his family is keeping it all under wraps. His family released that he had had a medical emergency, and they did that to avoid people talking because the set was full of people, cameraman, people working on the set, all of that. Oh yeah, it wasn't Charlie Murphy. My bad, my bad. Charlie Mack. Charlie Mack. Was it Charlie Mack? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, thank you. Y'all know I don't be paying attention. Anyway, but yeah, he sent out a notice on Instagram and basically, was telling everybody to send some prayers up for Jamie. And because of the urgency of his prayer request, people were like he must be in way more serious condition than we thought. Okay, look, shout out to Sandra Rose because I'm always on Sandra Rose because I'm still trying to get my mojo together. Okay, so Sandra Rose is saying that hold on, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show you. So hold on. Where is it? I'm trying to find the post where the prayers was requested. Yeah, there it is. Charlie Mack. There it is right now. Let me show you. Come on in, y'all. We still talking. We didn't start our first topic, even though. So here's Charlie Mack's post. Okay, Charlie Mack. Okay, he said pray for Fox, and he wrote this long prayer request, and he said, "Good morning, IG. I need you all to constantly keep our beloved brother Jamie Foxx up, whom we all love and care for dearly in our hearts, minds, and prayers. We need you back, bro. As I always say, a true companion isn't the one that wins, it's the one that meets and overcomes adversity. Your test becomes your testimony. We all can't wait to receive you back home to celebrate, laugh with, and applaud you with the mercy from Allah, the creator of the heavens and earth. Oh Allah, I come before you yet once again, humbly asking, please heal and restore our brother Jamie Foxx stronger and better than before. I have absolutely no shame in asking, pleading, and begging for your merciful healing powers over our brother now in your name, not ours, for a miracle. I must and will thank you in advance, your gracious, humble servant. Okay, so listen. So everybody's been talking about, Jamie. He was in Atlanta working on a film, and he was rushed to the hospital after suffering what many his family said was a medical complication. Now, the crazy thing is, Jamie Foxx has now been replaced on one of his jobs by Nick Cannon, and yeah, but okay. Jamie Foxx actually hit up somebody on Jamie Foxx Instagram hit up and basically thanked Nick Cannon for serving as temporary host of the game show Beat Shazam, which is normally hosted by Jamie Foxx and his daughter. So now Nick Cannon will be there. Okay. It says the news comes as blogger the Jasmine Brand reported on Wednesday that a top-ranked neurologist is flying into Atlanta to assess Jamie and help him along his recovery journey. According to TMZ, Cannon will fill in for Foxx temporarily. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And so Jamie or someone in his family hit up his Instagram and said appreciate all the love, feeling blessed. Okay. And he also got on his story and said, Nick Cannon, appreciate you, my boy Nick Cannon. See you all soon. So sending love and light up to Jamie Foxx. You said you so over Nick Cannon. Well, he getting all the jobs. That's for sure. Okay. A doctor had to get flued out. That's what the Jasmine brand said. That a neurologist that the family has got a top ranked. Hold on, let me go to the Jasmine brand. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. A top ranked neurologist is flying out is allegedly flying out a top ranked neurologist to assess his condition as he battles quote unquote medical emergency. Okay. The Jasmine brand reports that, as previously reported, Jamie Foxx's daughter revealed that the Project Power actor had been hospitalized in Georgia due to a medical condition. And there is the notice from the Fox family. While it's still unclear why exactly the 55-year-old actor was hospitalized, insiders say that Jamie's team is taking the situation very seriously. Sources close to the actor allegedly say that a top ranked neurologist is flying into Atlanta to assess Jamie and help him along his recovery journey. As of now, he reportedly remains in the hospital and has taken a step back from work. Due to Jamie's hiatus from Hollywood, a couple of projects he was working on have opted to continue without him. You may recall that when Jamie was initially taken to the hospital, he only had a few days left of filming for his upcoming Netflix film Back in Action. After a brief filming pause, production resumed with a body double brought in to stand in for Jamie and film his remaining scenes. In addition, Nick Cannon will be replacing Jamie as host for the upcoming season of Beat Shazam. Okay. Yes, prayers up for Jamie Foxx. Shout out to my new member. Shout out to my new member. I didn't even greet y'all today. I just came in here. Charlie Murphy is deceased. Charlie Mack is still alive. I'm sorry, y'all. I messed up. Now, if y'all, I know y'all rewound it. So, come on in, come on in. Hey, y'all. What's up to my mod? C. Patterson, Princess AG. I see y'all in here working hard, working hard. Okay, you see these people in the green. These are my channel sponsors, of which we just got a new one. Vanessa Marshall just joined as a new member. We see Patricia Simmons in here and everybody in the green. If you would like to become a channel sponsor, you can. It's very, very low price. I made the price very low on purpose because just in case I wanted to like shut it down one day and just have members only and have y'all in here. But you get free emojis and everything. But there are two other tiers. There's a 499 tier and a 999 tier. And in those tiers, you also get access to some of my deleted footage from Instagram, and you also get access to some of my Patreons. Okay. Just so you know. Okay. Now moving on. The topics for today. Come on in. You said, I wonder if Tom Cruise and a Scientologist put a hex on him. Oh no, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. You said Nick needs a new show. Wait, Nick's new show needs to be called 30. Amen, Ken PA. The Lord is my supply and his resources are unlimited. Everything I need, I already have. Amen, amen, amen. Now, where's my little note at? Okay, today's topics are on my phone. Come on in, like this video as you get in here, please and thank you, please and thank you. We've already talked about two topics, and I hadn't even read y'all the agenda. Actually, we talked about three. We talked about the Atlanta shooter who is gone, honey. They have found him, and he has been apprehended. Thank the Lord. We also talked about Eva Marcille wanting money from her husband. They said he adopted her daughter from a past relationship, raised her as his own, along with their two other kids. And now that she's filed for divorce, she is demanding that he pay child support for all three kids plus spousal support. Okay. That was just a little short tea. Okay. Now, today's agenda includes the Brat the Brat and Judy, honey. The Brat and her wife Judy have been faced harsh criticism after revealing they chose a Caucasian sperm donor. The Brat wants her biracial baby. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. Brian McKnight. Okay, I should have touched on it a long time ago, but I'm gonna touch on it a little bit because it's some OT concerning Brian McKnight disowning his black kids and his daughter suing him and all that stuff. We're gonna talk about that. Kandi, it wouldn't be a live, a ATLien live, if I did not talk about Kandi. I got Kandi on this agenda. Kandi is talking about her EGOT journey, and the people is dragging her and saying that it's not really a EGOT if it's this regional, it's not national. But I don't know nothing about that. Okay, just celebrate her for getting, for following her dreams. But in following her dreams, she's also being dragged for being a bad parent. Okay. I also have on my agenda that Carlos King addressed Candy's accusations of him stealing her life rights, but it is what it is. And would you date a bus driver? We got Iyanla Vanzant and Ebony K. Williams, and they went viral discussing black women and dating and femininity, and would you date a bus driver? And the moment went viral, but however, Ebony K. Williams responded and shut all the controversy down. But we'll talk about all of that. Biggie, stop it. I got the doggy cam back, y'all. We got the doggy cam back. Need to stop it. The light ain't on though, because all the light is on me. Okay, Biggie. You better chill out now in my chair. All right, we good? Okay. All right. Now, you said Mike Hill is Cynthia's ex. What we say about Mike Hill? That sounds a lot like a lot of Kandi content. Well, Anthony, that's why you here, isn't it? Because it seems like you only come to hear about me dragging Kandi. Now, moving on. Who should I talk about? Let me go ahead and talk about dating first. Okay, let's talk about dating first. Thank you, JJ, for the super sticker. Now, everybody be trying to figure out who I'm dating, why I'm not dating, and this, that, and the third. And that ain't none of y'all business. But as far as Ebony K. Williams, okay, Ebony K. Williams said she got all the money, she got all the career, she got all of this, she got all of that. And she recently spoke with Iyanla Vanzant about women's choices, black women in particular. And it was interesting because everybody's been like dragging her for the things that she said, because Iyanla asked her would she date a bus driver, and it was her response that have men claiming that she's a gold digger. And it's like, wait a minute, I don't see that as her being a gold digger. But hold on, we about to look at it. Shout out to the griot. Hold on, let me put it up here. Like this video as y'all get in here. Okay, like this video. Okay, so you said Ebony got everything but a man, but she might not need a man. Like, it's okay to be single. It is okay to be single. Listen, it's some people out there that got a man and struggling, honey. Some men out there got a man and unhappy. It's okay to be single and happy. Let's see what she said.
You cannot teach a man or tell a man how to be a man. So I will not ask you to indict men in this question. But I do want you to speak, Iyanla, to how women need to, position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our crowns right, how we can create and not build. When some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some.
There's the gag. They're not positioned to protect or provide. Somebody said that she not happy. How you know she not happy? How y'all be knowing all this stuff about these people's personal life? I need to know. Okay, Ebony she only dates the white men. Oh, I don't know that much about her personal life.
Some of the statistics we just talked about, they're not earning the incomes, they're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Ooh. Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus,
see, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Okay.
Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well. I would date a bus.
I know that you've said.
If Iyanla said she would date a bus driver if he did all of those things. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't even. Why it's got to be a bus driver though? Why you got to like just narrow it down to the career path? I don't think that's the problem. I really don't. I think the problem is men being protectors and providers, and none of that has anything to do with the job that they have chosen, in my humble opinion. Now, the people was dragging Ebony. They've been dragging Ebony. Hold on, I'm gonna show you some of what they've been saying about this situation. So y'all see that I ain't lying about them dragging her. Okay. Hold on. Here go one of them. Here go some of these tweets, honey. Let me make myself little, make it big. Say, if he owns the bus, very smug like society doesn't run off people who drive and transport on the bus. Now the bus drivers are offended. Okay, the bus drivers are offended. Here's another one. She's still single, FYI. The bus drivers don't have issues finding dates. The men's is man. Okay, the men are men. Here's another man. He said, here's the problem. Every woman thinks they're entitled to a baller. Doesn't matter how they look or what type of baggage they carry. Most women would find happiness if they gave the bus driver an average guy a chance. A guy that has a decent 9 to 5. Child, if you don't go on and see, it be the ones like this. It be the ones who say this, who are looking for a woman who is long hair, size 6, beautiful, model types, this, that, and the third. Like they don't have they have their preference or whatever, but we women, we can't have our preference. We can't have a preference of women, of men that are of a certain type. I'm just saying. Blue collar guys can easily make 6 figures, but these women don't want them because they don't wear suits and they can't brag about a job title to their sorority friends. All she could think about is what her friends will say, not if he is a good person to raise a family with. Like, how you get all that from what she said? I didn't get all that. Here goes somebody else. I've never had this issue ever. Next door neighbor drives AC Transit, house worth over $800K. Put both his kids through HBCUs and lives in his kingdom. Don't trip over your own nose. Ooh, okay. So I don't know what he's saying, but we ain't gonna listen. Ebony has responded. He said bus drivers make bank. Okay. Listen, I'm not saying they don't, but we talking about men of integrity. It ain't got nothing to do with whether they drive the bus or not. I don't care if they drive the bus or not. I just need them to be ambitious. Okay. Now Ebony has responded in a mic drop moment, okay? And people are like, okay, Ebony came back with this fire, but she should have had this fire when she was sitting with Iyanla, but that's okay. She respected her guest. But Ebony went back and responded to the would you date a driver a viral clip, okay? And here is what she had to say. And before I get started, I forgot last time. Let me put it up now. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Y'all know what it is. We are researching. Okay, let's listen.
The 50,000 plus comments posted on social, I only saw a handful that even considered the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational position and recognizing that I am actually speaking and pouring into the ascension of Black men when I said what I said. But see, no, some of y'all were too busy naming and shaming me personally and Black women in general as undesirable, gold diggers, and much worse. Now, I suspect that some of y'all are the same men that were bringing home C's and D's on your report cards, only to then be coddled by parents that said, well, that's okay, as long as you're doing your best. Well, listen, I love and believe in the excellence of Black men. So no, my dear, C's and D's or any other form of mediocrity is not okay. No, I will not create a soft place for you or anybody that I love to fall comfortably into the bigotry of low expectations. So I'm going to say one more time. There's absolutely nothing wrong with driving a bus. My mother Gloria drove one for years. But could it be that Black America has been sold a narrative of average, regular, and typical being good enough for us? Well, see, that's called white supremacy. And in this case, it takes the form of conditioning Black Americans to happily accept being a permanent American underclass. But see, because I know the truth about Black folk in America, no, average is not and will never be good enough for me. And the gag is, I don't think it's good enough for you either.
Bam. Okay, average at best. Okay, remember Kevin Samuel said that when he was talking about the woman who was saying she wanted a man that was 6 feet and this, that, and the third, and he said that she was average at best. So now y'all asking women to settle for average men. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. So at this point, though, all these people talking about relationships ain't gonna ever have one. We was talking about this on Instagram earlier. It's so many people who are relationship experts, and none of them are in relationship. Like, look, salute to Iyanla, but Iyanla ain't in a relationship either. Then they said her man had left her. So I listen. Relationships is all about who you are attracted to, who you have chemistry to, who you form a bond with, and it really don't matter what nobody else says. Like, if you want a bus driver, get you a bus driver. You want you a billionaire, go find you a billionaire. If you want this, go get that. Okay, go get that. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But like, it's too many people putting too many stipulations on dating, and in the meantime, all these stipulations that everybody checking everything off the list, and nobody's fitting anything on the list. Nobody. I don't get it. Anyway, moving on. He said the relationship gurus be relationship less. Okay. And again, like I was saying, we talk about relationship gurus all the time. There's so many people who have written books about their dating experts, their relationship experts. There are all of these experts, and none of them have a partner. Nobody. And I'm not saying that they didn't go to school and they don't have their degrees in psychology and psychiatry and whatever else and human development and all of that. But if you can't use your own knowledge to do what you're telling other people do, how can I respect you and how can I understand that you are worthy of me checking for you? I'm just saying, it's kind of like these YouTubers out there who be trying to sell you YouTube courses and they only got like 200 some thousand subscribers or whatever. It's like, how you gonna sell a course and there's people out here with millions? Like, how does that work? You still building. You can't tell me what to do. But I'm digressing. I'm digressing. You said Ebony does not live anywhere near Black people. Look, Anthony always got something to say, honey. Princess AG said, I'm getting sick of these people giving relationship advice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And speaking of relationship advice, have y'all been watching MTV's couples retreats? It just came back, and Apollo Nida is on there. Young Jock is on there. Ronnie DeVoe is on there with Shamari. Fallon is on there with Jalen. Who else? Who is some more people on there? It's a whole bunch of people on there. And I was like, I missed it last night. I gotta catch them and watch it. But they had all the couples over on the thingamajigget on the MTV couples retreat website. And when I was mentioning like dating specialists and people who are these dating experts, like, no shade to AJ Johnson. No shade. But I mean, I'm just saying, is she in a relationship? Like, how is she counseling these couples on being in a relationship? And she may be a great counselor, a great therapist, a great life coach. But if you are not using all of your techniques on yourself, how are you telling these people how to stay together in relationships? And it's another one. Look, I'm not trying to shade everybody, but I'm just saying it's so many of them. And because Ronnie DeVoe and Shamari, they the couple who've been married the longest. They back on there again for the third or fourth time. I feel like that VH1 MTV is grooming them to take over, because normally you have couples who have been married like for years, like Holly Robinson Pete and Rodney Pete. They was hosting that the Queen's Court thing on Peacock. Then you had Nick Lachey and his wife hosting the Love is Blind and all of the relationship stuff on Netflix. So it's always couples, normally not always, but most of the time it's couples that are, kind of guiding other couples, which I can understand. But these single people guiding couples, I don't get it. I do not get it. You said Ronnie and Shamari are using these reality shows to pay the bills. And listen, Ronnie know that this new edition money is gonna dry up soon because Bobby, listen, they getting old and they can't dance like they used to. Ronnie, the only one to be out there dancing with new edition, but we love them. Okay, let's look at these couple things. Honey. Here go Apollo and Shireen. Let's look at them first.
You know what? I forgot my ring. How about that?
And guess what? I text you and told you to not
I did
forget
forget
your
it. I
ring.
do apologize. But hey, I got one. Hey,
They married now, Apollo and Shireen. So they was on here. They said they met in Philly and the rest was history. Actually, I think they met before Apollo even got divorced. Because remember when Shireen came on The Housewives? But
Apollo Night. I previously was on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I carry Shireen on my back the whole way through. She's like on my back, on my book bag and everything. And not just
Cut! I'm Shireen. I'm Mufti. I'm the one who actually came on the show at The Housewives and set the record straight. But, now I'm here and
I was gonna mention that she came on the show to set the record straight. She came on the show for 5 seconds. Remember when listen, y'all be saying I be Shane Kandi, but Kandi the one that had got them up there. But anyway, I'm digressing. You said Apollo should be single, but he married now, honey. He's married now, ladies. He's not single.
and me and Apollo are doing real estate and we're married.
Oh, they say they're doing real estate. Ooh, I wonder if that's why. Anyway, I heard that's why him and Peter not seeing eye to eye. Because remember when Peter and Apollo was supposed to be involved in this real estate venture? Y'all remember that? Because Peter was on here talking about it. Well, apparently the wife got involved and it fell apart. But you didn't hear that from me.
Married and all that good stuff. So our love story was
we met on the basketball court. No, where we met?
No. We met through friends in Philadelphia, and I was forced to go out that day, even though I didn't want to.
She didn't say that when she was straddling me at the club. It was like we went to this one club. It was like a bed in there, and she was on me, y'all. She was all on me.
Not true. It was the tequila that was on him, not me.
No, it was
the tequila.
Yeah.
We met through mutual friends, and he saw me, and the minute he saw me, he was head over heels and would not leave me alone.
Wouldn't leave you alone.
At all, honestly. You don't remember?
But you was my friend.
I know, but you was obsessed with your friend.
You was playing hard to get.
Oh boy. I need them to ramp it up a little bit. Apollo, we need some more juice from you. Okay, here go Fallon, and Jalen. We already know they broke up. Here go a little bit of tea I told on Patreon the other day. Jalen invited me, because the show actually premiered, I think yesterday. Was it yesterday? Monday? It might have been Monday. I don't know. It premiered this week. And Jalen invited me to his screening party. They had these little, parties or whatever. And Apollo had a party over here. Okay, over there on the other side of Atlanta, along with Fallon. So it's like, why Jalen over here and Fallon over here with Apollo and them, and they can't meet in the middle somewhere. And I'm sure Young Jock had a party somewhere else too. It's just weird, but I haven't talked to anybody that actually went. But there's that. Let's listen.
Before we actually became sexual, and we started looking at each other like, oh.
So she admitting that she cheated on Simon with Jalen. Well, we already knew that though.
For those of you who don't know, I am Fallon Pina.
I'm Jalen Pina.
And we're the Pinas. We are from the media where everybody loves to hate us.
Everybody don't love to hate y'all. Don't nobody know y'all like that. Anyway, let me move on.
Was on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, where I was previously married to Simon Guobadia and am now divorced and engaged to Jalen Pina. See, when I met Jalen,
why they put the camera on him like that? I'm mad. I can't rewind it. But while she was saying, I was formerly married to Simon Guobadia and now I'm engaged to Jalen Pina, and it's weird. And Jalen changed his last name to Pina, and now it's back to Banks. But anyway, let's look.
And we actually started getting to know one another. It was like a cosmic connection. Like him and I, it's like our souls already knew who each other were. We just fell straight
Did they say that Jalen was Simon's assistant for years before they got hooked up? Or like, what had happened? When did they hook up? We want to know.
into friendship. Like everybody thought that we were related because of our chemistry. It was just naturally just so strong.
We're hoping being on Couple Street will regain our friendship back because it has been lost.
It's not gone.
It's in a box in my closet
What?
with dust on the top.
Our friendship is in a box with dust?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go up in my closet, take it, and go.
That's what I'm gonna have to do with my vagina.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Well, there's that. Okay. They listen, they immediately she got pregnant and then they was engaged. So it's like, did they even have time to be together? She was in the middle of divorce. So listen. Anyway, let's go to Shamari and Ronnie, but we already know their story, but we gonna watch it anyway. Hold on.
Straight to the hotel.
First date, boy, it went down.
Hey, I'm Shamari DeVoe from the multi-platinum selling group Black.
Yes.
I've been on Real Housewives of Atlanta. BET presents The Encore. I'm a marriage ambassador, a mother of two, and a wonderful and amazing wife to my husband.
I am Ronald Boyd DeVoe Jr., the legendary New Edition Belle Biv DeVoe
Yes,
real
they were
estate
on
entrepreneur.
previously.
So Shamari walked into my life, right? She was all over me.
You said that on
See, she about to say you said it on last season. We already know their story, so why are they even taking us through this again?
last season. Thank you.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. She was all
Well, tell
over
him,
me.
yes, she was, because you were. Shamari and I met at the Janet Jackson Icon Awards
Yes.
after party.
Woo! That's where I saw him.
The truth comes out.
Right.
She saw me.
But I had no choice but to see you because I was walking that way. Like my eyes were going forward and you were standing right there with Bobby Brown. And Ron, I knew who New Edition was. I wasn't.
That's what I'm talking about.
But it
So
don't
we met at
matter.
the-
It don't matter
we
that
met
I know
at
who
the
New
Janet
Edition
Jackson
was. I'm just
Icon
saying. I
Awards
don't care.
after
I didn't care about that. Like
Why is this combative? The biggest headline of our lives.
it's hard to
Oh,
say
man.
that there has been some really, really crazy, wild things that have been put out about us that we didn't put out first.
I remember a picture of this girl
That's the
in a
one.
hotel.
Okay.
And I had like a tank top on.
Yeah.
Right. And I took a picture with her probably on my way to the gym or coming from the gym. And supposedly I had sex with this person. Just because I
Okay, we over Shamari. Okay, let's look at Young Jock.
Girl, go do something. You around, you chilling a lot. I don't want to be working my ass up. You just chilling. Hey, what up? I'm Young Jock.
And I'm Kendra.
We're the Robinsons. How about that? You probably seen us on Love and Hip Hop.
Maybe.
You've seen her in the courtroom or two.
You know.
Maybe even heard me on the radio. Perhaps even seen my dance.
Jocelyn and I met at a gas station in Atlanta way back when. And it was just really a real unconventional way of meeting somebody. I was just coming back from a job interview in Savannah at the DA's office, and I was trying to get some gas. I knew it was Young Jock, and when he approached me, I was really just taken aback, but he was very charming. He was very respectful. He did not rush our interactions or anything like that. I was flattered.
Our first date really wasn't a date.
He just kind of hit me on the humbug like,
Jock is on the radio station in Atlanta. He is on, I don't remember what station because I don't listen to the radio, but he's on the morning show in Atlanta.
I got to go take care of some business. Do you want to ride?
We just really had a cool little time riding and talking about things. And I really did. I dropped there right off.
Nothing happened.
I was like, peace. She was like, okay, you trying to come inside? Nah, just.
I'm not going through all the couples. I just went to
business
these.
acumen complements each other's. When I see my woman going hard, she never complains.
Thank you, Randy.
I just see her go hard, and we both go hard at what we do. So I think it's definitely our love language in our relationship, in a sense.
All right, okay. Y'all don't like them. I like the mess. Okay, I just wanted to see what was going on because I didn't watch the first episode, but I had watched. We was talking about this last night on the Patreon. So subscribe to my Patreon. Y'all want some extra because we was on Patreon about 4 hours. But anyway, I thought I would talk about it. Shout out to Young Jop and Fallon and Jalen and Apollo and Fat Boy SSC and whoever else and Amara and Shamari and Ronnie and blah 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 blah. Anyway, moving on. Like this video as you come in. Let's talk about the Brat and her wife Judy choosing this her sperm donor. Because okay, so just a few days ago, the Brat Loves Judy premiered on TV. They actually had a screening party in Atlanta. Hold on, I'm gonna show you the screening because it was people there. It was a few people there. Okay, just a few. Hold on, how I put this in here? There you go. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, share screen. Okay. So it was a few people there, and it's over here on straightfromtheA.com. Okay. They actually had a premiere party for the screening of Brat Loves Judy. Okay. And yes, the criminal. Okay. Did she pay that lady after she allegedly, well, she did hit her in the face with a bottle? Did she ever pay that lady? I don't think she did, but I'm digressing. So, as you all know, the Brat is about to pop. She's pregnant with her first child at the age of 49-50. Okay. Judy is already the mother to, I think, 3 kids. And so she donated her egg, and the Brat chose a sperm donor to inseminate the child for her IVF journey. So here's Mona Scott Young was at the screening. Okay. Here goes some more people. Who was that? I don't know who that is. That's a radio personality. What's her name? L'Oreal. Okay, she was there. Okay. Who else? Oh, look at my hairstylist. Look at Derek J. Look at Derek J. Okay. Derek J was there. He getting all skinty. Okay. We see Derek J in his heels. Okay. Who was that? That Mimi was there. Okay. Mimi was there. And it's interesting that Mimi was there because her girlfriend or her ex-girlfriend or whatever was there too, but they did separate photo ops. I'm sure they came together because that whole situation of Ty Young being with Drew Sidora is just made up because they want y'all to watch the show. But there's that. But anyway, they were there. Okay, they was there, but they took pictures separately. Okay. And then Trina Braxton was there. Everybody looked like they didn't have nowhere to go. I mean, why didn't nobody wear cute clothes? I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Okay, there go Dundria. Y'all remember Dundria? She was on So Deaf with Jermaine Dupri. Okay. There's Dundria. Okay. And yeah, so it's more pictures on the site if y'all want to see, but that's really it. That's really all who was there. So yeah, so a lot of people have the LGBTQ showed up. Is that what happened? Okay, well, I didn't go clearly. But I'm digressing. Everybody is going in on the Brat, and because it was revealed recently, in one of her interviews that she chose a Caucasian sperm donor. So, everybody's like, she is pregnant with a biracial baby. So people's like, it's the self-hate for me. What is going on? So over on my site, you will see. So the ladies who thought they had plenty of options say they were surprised at how few Black donors there were to choose from. And while they started with a few thousand candidates, once they ruled out some based on things like Judy's genetic screening, they were left with 300 candidates, and only one was Black. This according to them. And Brat says, and that dude looked like Jiminy Cricket. I was like, I'm sorry, but that was not going to be my choice. And since the pickings was slim, the couple said they ultimately decided on a white donor because we didn't have a lot to choose from. He definitely wasn't Black, Brat says, but I think we did a great job with picking. He's handsome, he's tall, and I think he's going to look beautiful with my wife's egg. Now the people is mad. The Twitter they've been dragging them. Yes, looking like Jiminy Cricket, honey. That's what we used to call Jermaine Dupri back in the day, but I'm digressing. We always have nicknames, cute little nicknames for people. He said not enough Black sperm donors who didn't have ton of illnesses. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know. I mean, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I haven't been through that procedure, so I wouldn't know. And there's a ton of people saying, don't judge them, don't judge them, don't judge them. But I'm judging them. Okay. Don't you want a child with Jackson 5 nostrils with nappy hair, afro? Like, I'm just saying, don't you want a child that looks like you? I guess not. Anyway, I would have kept looking. I'm just saying, you could have kept looking. If you didn't find no donor here, maybe you would have found some donor somewhere else. But the Brat decision has not gone unnoticed on social media. In fact, most of Black Twitter is referring to the couple as self-hating for their decision to have a biracial baby. Now, here goes some of the tweets because I didn't want y'all to think I was making it up. So all of this is on my site, straightfroma.com. Okay. It says, so the Brat tat and wife made sure to get a white donor because the only Black donor looked like Jiminy Cricket. It said, this person is right again. And whoever this person said, this is really the worst era of Black people in history. And here goes somebody else. Somebody else says in the article, the Brat stated their donor is a tall, handsome white man, and that the Black man available was ugly. Girl, fucking bye. At that point, lack of sperm wasn't the issue. Anti-Blackness was. Anyone concerned with their unborn child's features is weird. The people is reading the Brat. Okay. Here goes somebody else said, this is the most egregious white supremacist mindset I've ever seen. This is why I think we're doomed as a race. This whole spectacle of having a Black lesbian couple choosing a white sperm donor and overlooking the Black one is insanity. And another person said that Brat and her wife are not a part of the Black community. They are a part of the LGBT community, which is a white supremacist group. This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. Anybody that reps the rainbow flag is a white supremacist. What? I ain't never heard that before. But anyway, like I said in my post, self-hate is real. But is this really any different than Black men who prefer to build families with Caucasian women, or men like Brian McKnight who have, ditched their whole Black family and chose to disown them for their preference? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think it is anti-Black that the Brat and her wife chose a Caucasian sperm donor? Says she wanted her child with some good hair, honey. I'm not raising this child, so I honestly don't care. Okay. My thing is, why did she even divulge that information? Did we have to know? Did we have to know that they didn't want the Black man because he was ugly? Did we have to know that? I don't know. Anywho, you said so y'all just gonna what? Pick a sickly Black sperm donor. Who said the man was sickly? DL, didn't nobody say the man was sickly. I'm trying to figure out where was that. Like, wasn't his sperm already went through the process if he was in the donor category? Oh, child, y'all just be making up stuff. I think if all children were biracial, it would eliminate racism over time. I'm so sick of so much hatred towards Blacks. Well, we're gonna end up being beige anyway, honey, and there won't be no Black left then. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Black is beautiful. Dark skinned Black people are beautiful, and it's just amazing how nobody wants to have them a Black baby these days. Anyway, listen. I like Black babies. You said, why did she tell us that? What Black woman says that in public? It seemed a bit weird to me. It seemed a bit weird to me. But again, it ain't my child, it's their child. They paid for what they wanted. You right, they paid for what they wanted. So there's that. It is a lot of excuses being made. So you gonna let it fly, honey. I love being pretty and dark skin too, honey. So you said biracial is more than Black or white. It is. Okay, it is biracial. But it's not Black. Biracial is not Black. People keep confusing that if someone has one Black parent and one white parent, that they are still Black, but they aren't. That's why I be dragging colorist Claudia Jordan, because she used her white privilege for so long, and then she was Black when it appeases her. Same thing. It's some other ones out there too. like Jason Lee and them, but that ain't my fight. It's y'all fight. Y'all love them. It is for you. Okay. But there's that. Go ahead and like this video as y'all come in. You said it's white if the father is white. Is that what happens? There's a rule. Is there a rule? I didn't know there was a rule. Okay. Exactly. I thought the one drop rule was born in white supremacy anyway. It's that was born because white people wanted to eliminate anybody's blood who wasn't pure. That's on y'all. They ain't got nothing to do with us. They ain't got nothing to do with us. Imagine if black people did that, the one drop rule. So, anywho, let me move on. Let me move on. We can go. We can fight about it, but ain't nobody gonna win because everybody got their opinions. But we can all agree to disagree. Okay. That's not true. If I'm biracial and I identify as black, I'm black. Oh, is that how it works? Okay. Mm, okay. I guess it's just whatever you identify as, that's what you are. Okay. I identify as a billionaire. Babies come out with mostly daddy genes. So if daddy white, okay, well, there's that. Okay. Well, let me move on. Now, white folks want to take that 1% rule back. Okay, everybody want to be black till it's time to be black. Y'all know it. Everybody want to be black till it's time to be black. Ask Meghan Markle. Everybody want to be black. I always say, I don't think a white woman can give birth to a black baby. Okay, just like a black woman can't give birth to a white one. Okay, I'm just saying, y'all like to dilute the pool and just convolute things. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's really that difficult. Anyway, calls you a crazy rich Asian. You an Asian, okay? Well, I mean, if it goes with, we can just be what we want to be. We can all just say we whatever, okay? But that's not how science works. And people gonna drag me for talking about transgender and everything else, but it's not how science works. It's not. But if y'all want to identify as whatever y'all want to identify as, have at it. It ain't my battle, okay? It ain't my battle. Anywho, like this video as you come in. He said, actually, a black woman can give birth to a white baby. Can it? Wouldn't that happen? Well, I ain't never seen that happen before. I ain't never seen a black woman give birth to a white baby or a white woman give birth to a black one. That is impossible. You 98% alien. I think I'm about 98. You 68. I think I'm about 98, honey, because the earth is ghetto. I'm an alien. I don't know what I identify is. Okay. I'm an intellectual. I don't know. I just be thinking and thinking and thinking, and it is what it is. So you said the black and white twins' mom was black. Okay. All right. Well, albinoism does not mean that they are white. That just means that they lack melanin. That doesn't, I'm just confused. Y'all, anyway, y'all gonna keep going, huh? Y'all gonna keep going. You said, who hurt you? Why you think somebody hurt me? Oh my God, y'all are weird. That's a very rare occurrence. Okay, that's what I said. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. And that's the problem. If I say I'm black and I'm proud, it's a problem. Why is that a problem? I'm black. I'm black. I'm talking about black things. Okay. Don't get mad at me. You want to go over, if you relate to somebody else who talk about white things or Hispanic things or Asian things, it is what it is. I talk about what I know. This is what the world is all about. Okay. Now moving on. You said, oh, who I I ain't got nothing to do with that. You need to ask Colorist Claudia those questions. That has nothing to do with me. Don't get mad when the mixed people start identifying as not black. I ain't mad about nothing. Anyway, you said you royal blue. I'll be purple. Okay, I identify as purple. Moving on. Look, speaking of men and their preferences. Let's go ahead and drag Brian McKnight real quick. Okay. Brian McKnight has been back in the news. Okay, Straight from the A was first reported about this 4 years ago. Brian McKnight was dragging his family after his son went on social media to drag him basically. And people have dug that up after Brian McKnight announced the birth of his new baby boy. Now, in the birth announcement, Brian McKnight, was talking about how, he loved this is child, honey. Dear baby Brian, every time I look at you, hold on, let me make it big because I can't read this little writing. Every time I look at you and kiss on you, I'm feeling feelings that I did not know I could possess. An overabundance of love between a father and his legacy that cannot be measured. You see, I never was a sentimental man. Not until I met your mommy and fell head over heels in love with her. And because of our love for one another, I realized my true reason for being here on this earth. And it's to be her loving, faithful husband. And to create the legacy of that love, my namesake, my joy, my baby boy. You. He must thought he was writing a song and he capitalized namesake. So he was being real queenish. Okay. He was being real petty when he wrote this, when he said my namesake. And I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. He also says, it makes mommy and I so happy that we have given you the greatest gift parents can give their child. Seeing that not only you were made from love, but that love is everlasting, and that as our child, you are the complete fruition of our love. I promise to love, protect, teach, guide, and comfort you every day of the rest of my life. And after I'm gone, I bestow upon you all the fruits of my labor as my true heir. Woo, child, to take care of you and yours for generations to come. You are perfection, my son. I'm so proud to give you my name and just as excited to watch you live up to it. Now, the shade is that he named his new son Brian McKnight Jr. Okay. But his first wife already took that name for their son, who is grown. You know, he got a grown ass son named Brian McKnight Jr., who he allegedly disowned. You right, he's a bitch ass nigga. He's a bitch. Anyway, back in, hold on, let me pull this up because this was in 2019, honey, when the blog was popping. Okay, everybody who doing your research been coming over the straight from the A, and they be trying not to give me credit, or when they do give me credit, they say it real quick. Y'all heard on straight from A, straight from A. Y'all heard on straight from A. Anyway, here it is right here. Family Feud singer Brian McKnight's son accused him of abandonment. This is Brian McKnight Jr. right here. He is a grown man. Brian McKnight left his full black family, Brianna and Brian, and for his new woman who is of, I guess she's Hispanic. I don't know what she is, Leilani Mendoza. And he, you know, he left his family for his preference. His son said that he abandoned him, and they didn't, he didn't take care of them. And he also went and showed, proof that, they were singing together, they were doing all kind of stuff. But he wrote this lengthy caption back in the day and said, I can't imagine abandoning my children, man. It's hard to imagine the psyche of a man who can truly just turn his back on his actual sons, on his actual blood and creations. It's mind-boggling to me. I don't think there is any situation that merits the way my father has chosen to treat my brother, my sisters, and his grandchildren, one of which being his firstborn son who bears our name. Ooh. It's insane to me to have absolutely no empathy for the type of life to be introduced us to, only to resent us for that life catching up with us. It breaks my heart, but not for myself, specifically for my siblings and my children. They don't deserve this at all, not even one bit. And I'm not letting SHIT slide, not for 1 second. I've tried my best to take the high road and be the bigger man and all that positive shit. But there is a much bigger issue here when it comes to Black fathers, especially in entertainment, that needs to be addressed. I believe there is a serious discussion that needs to be had. And a part of me truly feels like our story is the one to begin the conversation that will lead to healing a lot of young men and women with abandonment issues. It's time to tell our side of the story. So he was talking about, how Brian McKnight didn't, left his Black children over there. They was hungry and struggling and all this. And he went over to, his preference. Okay. And here go Brian McKnight said, Daddy's little girl was never really a thing for me. Nobody understands what I've been through. This is Brianna. This is the daughter, except for my siblings. Believe it or not, I'm not always the person I seem to be. I'm not always happy. And most of the time, I'm battling my own demons, just like everyone else. I grew up thinking that the things that happened to me and my dad's relationship was my fault. I grew up thinking that he doesn't want to come to visit me because he doesn't love me. Constantly put behind other kids that he would call his own while I'm cast into a land far away in the back of his mind. It sucks knowing that someone else who's not even blood related to you comes before you in every single way. It sucks knowing that my phone calls have to go through a stranger I barely know, that my text messages are read without a response, and that my stepmother tells me that they wish the best for me. It kills me to know that it's so hard for me and my siblings to get a word in, not one word at a very young age. I was always second place in my father's heart, maybe even third, fourth, or fifth, depending on the situation. My father hasn't called to wish me a happy birthday in years, and yet I sit by the phone every single year, hoping that one day his heart will change. I'm so fortunate that I have two brothers who are father figures to me, who celebrate me and love me every day, and that we make up the time we lost. The anger and the sadness that I hold in my heart every day over this is sickening. It hurts knowing that my brothers went through that at my age and are still going through it, and that my little sister is going through this at her young age. I don't usually write things like this, but I feel like enough is enough. And like BJ, I want to share my side of the story. I hope there's someone out there that has gone or is going through the same thing. Some teenage girl who deals with this shish constantly, who can relate to me and tell her side of the story and know that she's not alone. Ooh, child, this is deep. This is deep, honey. He said, sounds like he's kind of upset, mad that his father has a new child. Actually, he wrote this before the father had a new child. This has been going on for years. He was upset that the father had a whole new family. He left his mama and went with that lady over there and started taking care of her kids and calling her kids his kids. It is a mess. And now that he has had a son from the new lady, he named the new son Brian McKnight Jr., knowing he already had a Brian McKnight Jr. But wait, that's not all. Okay. The same daughter. Okay. Brian McKnight went on to say, oh, God, this is so much. He went on to drag the people, to drag his own kids. He went on to call his kids, say his kids were, only wanting his money. And it was a lot. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna show you. It was on straight from there. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. She said that says a lot about the new woman too. That was where I was going, because the new woman actually, how could you as a woman name your child something that your husband already has a child, already has a junior. Now you as a new woman is doing it, like it seems like you're doing it for spite. That's what it seems. Hold on, let me pull this up. What is it? I can't find the clip because I don't want to play the whole video. Anyway, Brian and I did a video responding to his son and his daughter and basically saying that they were deadbeats. Okay. He said that they only wanted his money and that he was done with them. And in the beef with and in the response, he actually accused his daughter of child, of sleeping with her cousin. Okay. That's the gag. And when he did that, hold on, here it is right here. And when he did that, here go a little bit of it. Somebody said justice for Brian McKnight. Child, this is a mess. Let me stop the screen, share the screen.
Whatsoever. I've always been there. I've always been there with advice, whether they took it or not. I've always been the sounding board, and I've always been the one that tried to help them achieve whatever dreams they were wanting to reach out for. I guess one of my only faults is I gave my children everything that I didn't have in the hopes that they would appreciate it, because I know how much I would have appreciated it when I was their age. I would tell you, as parents out there, entitling your children is probably one of the worst things you can do, and I know I am guilty of that. For whatever reasons, I'm guilty of that. Tough love is a tough thing as a parent to try to institute to your children because you want to help them as much as you can. And I did as much as I possibly could. When I stopped doing that for them, BJ was 25 and Nico was 22. And it wasn't like I completely cut them off at that point. That happened much later. But I've been there. When I put them out of my house, I gave them an apartment for 2 years. And I said, guys, this is it. This is the time to grow up. I'm giving you 2 years. I'm going to pay for everything for 2 years, but you're going to have to work or do something because at the end of those 2 years, that's going to be it. It's time to be men here, guys. It's time to grow up. At the end of those 2 years, they hadn't done any of it. It was just right around the time that Leilani and I had gotten together. Leilani was working at Children's Hospital. And let's be clear.
This is his story.
Has been one of the
I don't know if I believe it.
Advocate to keeping us together, to keeping us having a relationship because she wants to have the nuclear family as much as I did. And they have spit in her face at every turn. She got them jobs at the hospital, $18 an hour with benefits and with the option of the hospital actually paying for them to go back to school. They said, and I quote, that they knew they didn't want to stop smoking and they would have to pass a drug test. And the day I had the doctors looking into it, Nico's on there, taking a big puff, which is fine. If you want to smoke, that's fine. I'm not saying that
He's shady. Oh, he's so shady.
What I'm telling you is that we have been advocates for them every step of the way. Now let's go to the part where.
Anyway, it's a long video. It's available on my other YouTube channel, on the ATLien channel. If you type in Brian McKnight response this kids, whatever. This happened 4 years ago. So I'm just trying to get y'all caught up as to why they going through this. During this particular video that I just showed, at some point in it, because it's long, he accused his daughter of having relations with the cousin and said that his ex-wife knew about it and all this stuff. So the daughter had sued him for defamation for that. Okay. And apparently he got real pissed off about it, but he shouldn't have said it. He should have never said it. And she won. So, him cutting them off don't matter because he owed him, just like Tasha K owed Cardi B, Brian McKnight owed his daughters, I think it's like $1 million. It was a case called United States District Court of Arizona. Brian McKnight versus Brianna McKnight versus Brian McKnight. It says order pending before the court is defendant Brian McKnight's daughter. He wanted a motion to dismiss, but it wasn't. And the judge ruled in her favor. The motion to dismiss was denied. And so, yeah. And somebody said, wait a minute, what was this text y'all had sent me? Brianna sued him for defamation after he claimed she was having an incestuous relationship with a family member. She had to lay out her sexual history to a judge to prove he was lying, and the ruling was in her favor, and he had to pay damages. Okay. And y'all running around talking about the kids toxic and the problem. Clearly, he was toxic. Like, can you imagine like having to show a judge your sexual history? It's the same thing that happened to Tasha K and Cardi B. Like, Tasha K lied about that lady's sexual history. She literally had to go to a doctor and give the judge like sealed medical records. Like, that is humiliating in itself. Now, yeah, this is a mess, child. Anyway, I'm so tired of Brian McKnight. But that's his preference. He has gone on to take care of his new wife's children, who are adults as well. He buys them cars, he puts them through school, and he does all the things for them that he didn't do for his black kids, and those aren't even his blood children. So that's why a lot of people are dragging him now. But clearly it's his life. It is his life. Moving on. Like this video as y'all get here. I can't believe I've been talking for a whole hour. A whole hour. He said Brian lost his mind around the time he wrote that song. He did. He was working for Pornhub. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when Brian McKnight was he single then? I was trying to figure out why he wrote that song. Let me find it. Brian McKnight. He wrote that song. Here it is right here. Hold on. A mess. What is these people doing outside? Hold on.
Mixtape.
And I asked everybody on my timeline, I was like, if I had this idea, what subject? So let me give you a little bit of the track to give you an idea of what this is going to sound like.
Y'all remember this? Do y'all remember this song? It's kind of embarrassing when he starts. You say he fine line. Hold on, we gonna listen to it. I just had to put my disclaimer up real quick.
Every time you get it done, you leave so unsatisfied.
I need to go to the hook.
Yes, more. They whine you and nine you, you let them tie you, and leave you wanting more. If you're ready to learn, let me show you how you see words.
Lord Jesus.
I am not meant to show.
Yeah, he was wanted to show you how your punani works, child. I'm like, what year was this? 11 years ago. 11 years ago. He was this was
If you're ready to learn.
So yeah, that's an idea of what's coming. I'm gonna show you real soon and tell you how you can get it right there for your own.
So anyway, yeah, he did kind of lose it around then. He was working for yes, child. This was before OnlyFans, child. He probably would have ended up on OnlyFans showing his doing all kind of stuff. Yeah, he wanted to show you how your punani works. Anyway, let me move on. Let me move on. Last but not least, let me go ahead and throw Kandi into the mix. Shout out to all my subscribers. He says singing a love song to the yoni. Exactly. Okay. Anywho, that's how he found his wife. He showed her how her punani works, honey. And then he took care of all her kids. And she showed him how it worked because she just a mess. Anyway, Kandi Burruss is on she is on track for EGOT. She says Kandi hit the internet yesterday or the day before and with this message to her fans. Hold on. Can y'all hear that? I can't hear that. Why I can't hear it? Ain't got no sound. Why it ain't got no sound? It don't got no sound. Okay, hold on. I gotta find one with some sound, honey. Kandi and the EGOT. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. Why you post it without no sound? Anyway, Kandi said that she was excited because she has been nominated for an Emmy for a show that she didn't even tell anybody that she worked on. Meanwhile, in the back, Todd and Ace was trying to get out the house, child. They had somewhere to be. They were supposed to be at the movies or somewhere. And so a lot of people on Twitter have been calling her out saying, that's not a real EGOT status. I don't understand how you figure that that's EGOT status when it is regional. It's the southeast region of the Emmys. But I'm like, isn't the Emmy a Emmy? I guess I ain't gonna take that away from her. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Kandi is closer to winning EGOT status. It says the escape singer, Grammy Award winning songwriter is 2 steps closer. Yesterday, she earned her first Tony nomination after she and her husband, Todd Tucker, joined the production team of the hit Broadway show, The Piano Lesson. Her Tony nod came a day after she got her first Emmy nomination for the TV show La Musica di Familia. Kandi shared the good news of her Emmy nod on Instagram. Oh, here it is, right here. I found it, y'all. Hold on, let me put it in here. It was on her Instagram. Why I didn't go there first? That's funny. Here she is. Hold on.
What's up, y'all? It's a money making Monday, an extremely exciting money making Monday. And I got a lot to be excited about. Today is May 1st, the first day of my birthday month. Woohoo! I've been screaming all morning and super excited. And at first I didn't know if I really wanted to post about it because I didn't know if I'm supposed to be excited and talk about things before you actually get something. You know how you don't really know. But then I don't know. I'm excited. So I'm just gonna like even a nomination is something to be excited about. So yeah, I got an Emmy nomination, y'all. An Emmy nomination today. It's crazy. I'm still not okay. So my husband said I gotta go because we got somewhere to go.
Want to go see the movie, Ace?
So we're going to see a movie, but that's just how I go. Nobody is excited as I am today, but I'm excited. I got an Emmy nomination, y'all, for La Música de la Familia. It's crazy. It's a project that I never even told anybody I was involved in. Look how God is working in my life. God don't play about me. That's why I'm screaming. Having moments of just screams. So I just thought I'd just have a little heart to heart. And hopefully I'll have another moment like this tomorrow.
They waiting on you.
As they announce Tony
Girl, go take your kids to the park.
So, pray for me.
We gotta go. People waiting on us.
I gotta go. Anyway, bye y'all. What's up, y'all?
So congratulations to the Kandi. Y'all say she bought it. I guess I don't know what she did. I don't know. All I know is Kandi say she went, and Kandi got goals and aspirations, and Kandi is doing whatever it takes to get it. Okay. She eliminated the competition on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She want to be the last woman standing over there. And apparently now, this season, they're gonna be on her. And, we already seen Marlo and Sh00ter drag her for her parenting. And every time we see Kandi, if you notice, Ace or somebody in the background saying, Kandi, come on. Kandi, it's time to do something with your kids. Kandi, what is going on? So yeah, hold on. Let me see. Somebody has sent me something and said, let me go to my notifications, and said that Kandi's EGOT status was, where is it? Because I want the right verbiage. Hold on. Where'd it go? So many people have been tweeting me. Might have been in Discord. You said what? Congratulations. Yes, congratulations to Kandi, but we want to know if it's valid, if we need to really congratulate her or not. I'm just saying, if it's for something you didn't even know that you did, like, did you really do it? That's the question. If you didn't remember that you did it, what the hell? You said Kandi is not even paying the kids no mind. It's all about her and the family. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Here it is right here. It says, let me see if I can put this in the screen for y'all. Our friends over on the Twitter who be reading Kandi all the time, say it loud, actually pulled receipts and said the real 50th Emmy Award ceremony for daytime is June 16th in LA. And the stepchild is the Southeast 49th Emmy Award celebration is the next day in Atlanta. In my opinion, this is the person who is writing this. I'll show it to you. Thought I had put it up here. They said, in my opinion, I'll make it big. Ooh, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Bam, bam, bam. Gotta make it big. Said, in my opinion, is next. In my opinion, Kandi's Emmy nom doesn't qualify for EGOT if not from a national daytime prime time. Sorry. And so they got a screenshot said the regional Southeast Emmy chapter is one of 19 chapters throughout the United States identifying and celebrating television excellence at the local and regional level of the National Arts Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. Our chapter represents television professionals from all disciplines, blah, 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 blah. So I listen, I don't know how that works. If it's not a real you got like I don't know if that adds to it or whatever, but she did get an award. Okay. Exactly. Ain't nobody hating. We just want clarity. Okay. We just want clarity. You said I would give her a go away award. Oh, child. Well, it is what it is. But all I know is Marlo calling her out for being a bad parent and telling her that she is constantly chasing the bag instead of chasing after them kids is proven true. It's proven true. Because I saw a clip of Kandi from the upcoming season of the show where Ace was on the phone begging her to help him with her homework and with his homework, and she was like, "I'm busy." So I don't know if that's gonna be like part of her story this year or what. But yeah, Marlo may be the catalyst to take down the Candy Coated Click. I don't know, Candy. People's paying attention now. You got these two small children, and you got Todd sitting around trying to be the dad at daycare. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. Not Candy La Negra. And people are also dragging Candy's latest they dragging Candy's latest confessional look. Kind of she's going all black power for you guys, okay, for the upcoming season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She got on a whole afro. She is shucking and jiving. Not only is she bucking her eyes eating fried chicken, she gonna put on a big afro wig for the good white folks over at Bravo. I don't know if I should laugh or cry right now. I really don't. But it is what it is. This Candy's job, honey. Andy probably told her to wear this afro. You will wear this afro and you will like it. And Candy said, "Okay, master." Just like Kenya wore them fake braids. Y'all remember when Kenya wore them fake braids trying to cosplay? We already know Kenya wasn't wearing no braids. But anyway, I'm moving on. She should have wore that in the KFC commercial. Ooh, y'all is shady. But yeah, that bad parenting situation is a mess. People been calling her out for child, she was in the car with Ace and hold on, let me send this to y'all. Y'all be sending me all kind of stuff, and I be sitting there taking it all in, like, oh, child, y'all want me to read Candy again? So she was in the car with Ace and the baby with Todd, and they was in a Jeep or something. And why the baby didn't have no seatbelt on? Why the baby? They was going fast too. I thought the Ace might fall out the car. Hold on, let's see. How I put this in here? Child, open the thing up. It's supposed to be an MP3 file. No, an MP4 file. Hold on, y'all. I had to change the file to put it in the browser. Use MP4. Okay, now put it in here. All right, there it is. Okay, so let me share the screen. So why was the baby in the back with no seatbelt? Like, watch this. Hold on. I'm gonna play it for y'all because y'all be thinking I'm lying.
Woohoo! We lit. We lit. We lit. Yeah.
They going fast too. And Ace just sitting back there. Nothing, with nothing on in the back of the Jeep. Like one hard bump, he out the car.
We lit. We lit. We lit.
They lit, but Kandi was trying to prove y'all she was with the kids, honey. Let me zoom in. Can I zoom it in? Nope, I can't zoom it in. But Kandi was proving to y'all she was with the kids, so she was with the kids. But it is what it is. Anywho, at least Blaze in the car seat. You right. At least Blaze is in the car seat. Moving on. The last topic. Let's go ahead and talk about Carlos. Gosh. Carlos King actually addressed Kandi, accusing him of stealing the life rights to escape. Now we already knew that that wasn't true because we reported on it on Straight from the 8 years ago. And I even told y'all, I even showed y'all how during the time that they filmed Just Kicking It, Jermaine Dupri, she accused Jermaine Dupri of being in cahoots. And Jermaine Dupri was like, I ain't got to be in the cahoots. I own the music. So they had to come to me to get, to get the music to do the biopic. Now you weren't speaking to the girls. That's what Jermaine Dupri had said on Just Kicking It. He was like, Kandi, you wasn't even speaking to nobody, and so wasn't nobody gonna come to you to ask you anything when you made it clear that you wasn't a part of this group. So now Carlos King has kind of responded and said that it was all just a misunderstanding. Okay, he said it was a misunderstanding and that they have not talked about it. They haven't discussed it, and he don't even know why. He don't even know why she put it out there like that. But I know why. We all know why. Because Kandi, feels like she needs to be a part of the news cycle. So shout out to the Jasmine Rand said Carlos King responds to rumors of alleged beef with Kandi Burruss after she accused him of stealing their rights to Escape's story. Hold on. This ain't got no sound either. What the sound? Where the sound be going, Lord? How it ain't got no sound? I guess B103 took the sound, child. But Carlos King basically said that, Kandi got his phone number. Kandi never called him, and he don't understand why she would say such a thing. Now, people are, alleging that, that Kandi got a gag order on him, but I don't see how that's possible. But, it might be true, but they ain't never went to court. So, anyway, you said Kandi wants to be in charge of everything, just like she is at the Bravo. Honey. Kandi, listen, this is just between me and you, and I'm gonna invite y'all right now because we got 30 more minutes to talk. But Kandi is a mastermind. I sit back and wonder at all because now that she has been accused of being the voice behind, all of the hubbub, the speak on it and creating narratives. Now she got her minions creating their own narratives. She got her assistant DonJuan creating narratives on her behalf. Now, next thing you know, DJ A1 gonna have his own channel. Child, it's great. I'm like, girl, that's how you do it. You get your minions to do it. Okay. Just like Junkie Dineva and Colorist Claudia be getting their minions to come at me, child. But it is what it is. We talk about her kids. Who was talking about her kids? Y'all need to chill out. Y'all are always on one. He said Donita need to go somewhere. Child, Dunaway. Listen, Dunaway is out here spreading lies on me in these Atlanta streets, child. I know it's the end of the show, so now I can tell y'all because all the people who won't miss and left. He up there spreading lies on me in these Atlanta streets, just like Colorist Claudia talking about. I dropped his address. He said that I sent his address to the real estate people to put his address on the Instagram, on the YouTube. And I'm like, I got a lot of damn power. I run everybody's channel and I be telling everybody what to do. It is crazy to me, honey, because y'all told me about the damn channel. I didn't know nothing about the damn real estate insider. Now I do. Then I be over there all the time looking at everybody's house. But anywho, I'm digressing. Let's see who in here. Let me see. Hey, Taurus Shenanigans. Hello, you are muted.
Yeah. How y'all doing tonight?
We're wonderful. How are you?
At work as usual.
All right. What would you like to talk about tonight?
I wanted to piggyback on that Kandi thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how she was riding so hard on Carlos King because what Jermaine should have said was, did you not sign your rights away? So you had no right to be upset. The only people who had a right to be upset was the sisters and
Who
Tiny
owned the
and maybe
name.
Jermaine,
Exactly.
right? And like he said, technically they don't need he don't need their permission. He needs Jermaine permission because it's his music. So
Right.
it would have been like, Like everybody said, you can make a biopic on anybody. That's just like with the Aaliyah, the family. Wendy Williams didn't get the family approval,
Aaliyah,
so
Whitney Houston, like
right,
everybody that had biopics.
right. Everybody had one, and that Aaliyah one was garbage. But Kandi, she need to humble herself because I'm pretty sure she had to pull some strings, and we don't even know if she bought back her rights to the group. That's
Mm.
one thing that hasn't even been spoken of. Like, do you even have a right to be fighting for this group? You upset, but do you have a foot in the door? You may have been there when they started, but can you cash a royalty check? Like, we don't know nothing. So it's just
Mm.
like, why are you so deeply upset? But I ain't gonna lie, it's like an hour of this. But I did just call to say hi. And I'm not
Well,
even
thank
about to do what everybody else be doing and be like, hey, Michelle, what you was talking about?
Well, I appreciate you, Tara Shenanigans.
All right.
I will see you
Bye,
over on the
bye.
weekend later. Maybe not tonight though, because I was on there yesterday.
Nah, I gotta go to sleep. My client sleep. I need to sleep.
Oh, okay, not
I'm
sleeping on the
just
job.
nosy. I mean, I'm here for 16 hours.
Okay.
Actually I'm here, yeah, for 17 hours. So I see y'all tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Tara. Radius said, do you think there's shifts with Kandi and Bravo? I do, Radiance. I do. I really do. I feel like I feel like I feel like there's some truth in what Marlo said. Like Kandi needs to earn her keep. You know what I'm saying? If she's the highest paid housewife, they got rid of Nene. We know they ain't paying Sheree what they paying Kandi. We know they ain't paying Kenya and none of them what they paying Kandi. So if she the highest paid housewife, she got to do something to earn it. So I can see all of them coming for her this season in some form of fashion. So yeah, it might be a shift, honey. The air protection might not be over her as much as it was. And shout out to Radiance because Radiance be knowing the tea. Done one shouldn't have shown his house or told people I told the people that did it. Listen, I don't know how they get what they got, but they be having all the house. They had the Rock House over there. They had Drake House over there. Y'all need to follow the Real Estate Insider. They got the Atlanta Real Estate Insider, and they got the Real Estate Insider. And that's how I saw colorist Claudia Jordan's house. So I just be pulling, I just be looking at the houses that I want to like drag. But I didn't even review DonJuan's house just on the principle of it's in Atlanta and I don't want to touch it. But I did review his TikToks and his Instagrams, and I was putting two and two together of him and his boyfriend being in the same room. But y'all gotta go watch that video on that. But I'm digressing. Hold on. Hey Mickey, how you doing?
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, Michelle. I want to start off prayers to Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is such a legend, an icon. He's so talented. It would personally make me very sad if he were to, pass away. I love him. He's so talented. I used to watch the Jamie Foxx show growing up and, his movies, and he's just so talented. I really hope, and he's so young too. He's very young. So I really hope he has a speedy recovery. He gets well soon, and we get to see him hopefully in the future. Brian McKnight, honestly, to me, it's giving very much Dr. Dre. It's giving.
Dr.
You
Dre
remember
disowned
Dre?
his whole family and went to the white ladies.
No, Dr. Dre basically abandoned his family, and his daughter had to become a DoorDash driver or something, and he's a whole billionaire, and that
Remember
whole
Lawrence Fishburne's daughter went through the same thing and ended up being a PORN star. Remember that? Back in the day. That's
really.
probably old T.
Oh
Yes,
my
Lawrence Fishburne's
god.
daughter. Her name was Dakota. But they had
Is
her
he the
all
one
over
on
the internet,
Blackish?
busting it wide open.
He's like the dad on Blackish, right?
Dad. Yes,
Oh,
he
okay,
is.
okay. Oh my god, really? I never knew
Mhm,
that. That is so
mhm.
sad. I think a lot of these men, they get with these black women and they're kind of like placeholders, right? So they get with them, they have babies with them. They're just there so to build them up. And then once they start making the money and the fame, they go straight to what they've always wanted. You know what I'm saying? That's
And
just
that's
what
so
it is.
unfortunate. That's so
It
sad.
is. It is very
But then why they
unfortunate.
get mad at women like Serena who go get her a white man? Why they get mad when the women with money go and start the swirling too?
Yeah, and it's just like it's just embarrassing because the way he even in the Instagram caption, he made it seem like that was his first child.
Mhm. He did. And you notice all of the shade in it, like
No,
you
no.
are my one and only heir, and everything I got will go to you, and you will be
Oh my
protected for
God.
as long. It's like, come on, Brian.
This
Like,
self-hatred is real. This
yes.
self-hatred is so real. It's disgusting. It's like I don't have kids, but I could never do that to my kids. Like I could never imagine my mother or father, or specifically my father, going on about his life with other kids and pretending like, oh my God, this is the best time, best thing that's ever happened to me of having a child with another woman. I'm like, hello, I'm still here. Like, stop it. It's really embarrassing.
And what you think
It's
about the daughter suing him when he did that clap back and accused her of sleeping with the cousin?
good for her, and I hope she got her money. Good for
Mhm.
her. Get it. Because
I would
clearly he's
ride her like I did Junkie Dineva. I would chase her to the ends of the earth to get
literally
him. I mean, if I was her, honey, buy all the garnishments on him,
yeah,
everything.
because
Put a lien on the house, everything.
he doesn't want anything to do with them. So it's like, yeah. And like who like that is so sick. That is so sick that he would say that about his daughter. Slept with the
Mhm.
cousin. Oh my God. That's
Especially
nasty.
publicly to like a bunch of people that don't
Yeah.
know you.
And
I didn't
honestly don't
understand why he
care.
was responding to his children anyway, when he could have
Yeah.
just literally called them on the phone. 'Cause that's what they were
Exactly.
saying, "You don't call us, you don't write, you don't do this, you don't do that." And so he goes and gets on to Instagram to respond. I remember writing this post.
It's
It's a mess.
humiliating. It's unnecessary. It's like, sir, what are you doing? You are a has-been from like what, the 90s, early 2000s. Like, what are you doing?
Okay.
Like, stop it already.
So, yeah.
And as for Miss Candy Coated Burruss Tucker, I honestly good for her. She's been running around chasing this non-existent Hollywood career. Good for her.
You think you think she gonna ever get her EGOT?
I mean, who knows? Who are we to say? Who knows? She might. But the Emmy was kind of like she said, for a project that I didn't tell anybody about. Does that even count? Because she's always telling people or like posting about what she's involved with. That was kind of weird to me. That's kind of like suspect. Like, what's going on? You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you let people know that you're working on a project? But
Shout
her,
out to the real estate insider in the building.
but honestly,
Wait,
good
okay,
for her.
okay, but last but not least, okay, I know we dragging Candy right now, but can we back up for a minute? What about the brat? What you think about the brat and,
Oh
and the
God.
Caucasian man sperm?
God, it was cringy. Once again, cringy. I just, I open my phone, I go on Instagram, I see it on the shade room. I'm like, no, the bread, no, what are you doing? No, 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 no. And then what's her name? Judy? And then she
Uh-huh.
tried to back it up and say, oh, I have like 4 different somethings in my system or like diseases or whatever, and you have to find a match and all of that. They were trying to backtrack and explain themselves, but I'm
But
just
why
even
did they
surprised
even
that she's
like
pregnant.
that was like so personal that I don't know that they should have told, but now that they told, it's like it's gonna warrant criticism. Like people gonna look at you funny, like
I think
you
they
had the
told
choice to have a black baby and you chose not to have a black baby. You don't have no black friends. You could have got some black sperm.
I mean, I obviously they have to tell because they want to get in front of it. Because once the baby is born, it's like, okay, what's going on here? Is a little bit pale, because they're light skinned too. So them having a white baby is basically, is going to be a very, very light baby. But whatever makes them happy. I'm still surprised that she's pregnant. I'm still surprised that the Brat is pregnant, but good for her. All the happiness, to them. But Miss Kandi, if she wins Michelle, one thing I will say, you thought that KFC commercial was bad. They are about to have her plastered all through NBC. She is already damn near the face of Black people on Bravo. They're gonna have her everywhere.
Not the face of Black
Bravo,
people on Bravo.
Peacock, they're gonna have her everywhere. They're gonna be making money off of her. Tony win, maybe an Emmy win. They are going to milk her for every last drop. And that picture is just, oh my God, like what was she thinking? What was she thinking?
They do things like this on purpose to go viral. So I'm sure, they be changing their hair because, Nene was the first to ever do it. Remember when she was doing the Bride of Frankenstein hair and the crazy looking bob?
Yes. Oh my God, I remember that.
She knew that people was gonna drag her. It wasn't that she thought it was fashionable. It was like she's smart as crap. Now Kandi
Yeah.
following Nene's footsteps, and now here she is trying to, she know we call her Uncle,
Yeah.
Thomasina.
Yeah.
And so, she gonna go on here and wear her Afro wigs.
Yeah,
It
but
is
I mean, even like
celebrate
with the
blackness.
whole Marlo situation, I think that Kandi knows what the perception about her is. She's boring, right? She's boring. She brings nothing to the table. She hasn't had a storyline since the whole Phaedra thing. So I think that's why it's like, okay, I need to be interesting. So what am I gonna do? SWV and Escape. I'm gonna turn that upside down. I'm gonna make that into a whole situation. Now she's going into Roa. She said she wanted to headbutt people, and she's getting into it with Marlo. Apparently, she's gonna be bringing up Marlo's criminal past, and it's there. She said that it's gonna be a very
But listen,
tumultuous
listen. You
season.
know how they drag Nene about, almost spitting on Kenya, but not remember that? Or they
In
drag Nene
Greece.
for dragging the cameraman out of her closet, but tearing his shirt, but trying to call her violent and all of that, even though the cameraman didn't have a problem with it. But now, like, are we gonna call Kandi violent? Because she up here talking about headbutting
Of
people and
course
beating people
they
ass.
won't. Of course they won't. Of course, I mean, in the trailer, it was two different times where she said she wanted to get physical, but they'll never do that with her because why? She's a boss.
And remember when
She's.
every time Portia got offended, it was like Portia got to go to anger management.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
are we
yeah.
gonna do this to Kandi too? Does
Of
Kandi need
course
to go
they
to anger
won't.
management?
Of course they won't. But I think that
Oh, I
she
can't wait to
knows.
drag her this season. This gonna be fun.
She knows the jig is up. She knows she got to turn it up. That's why she did that with SWV and Escape, all that drama she caused. And now it's the same thing with Roa. And I think that Sheree, Marlo, and everybody understands is like, yeah, you get paid the most, but you do the least. You get on the show, and it's basically a commercial for all your brands, and you get by season after season after season untouched. So it's
Right.
like, girl, you have to do something. And I think it's part of the reason why she goes on Instagram and plays dress up and imitates people because she wants to be interesting. She wants to be funny. She wants to be entertaining. All the while, she's going on YouTube week after week after week talking about the inner workings of the show and
Yep.
forming the
And now
narrative.
DonJuan gonna do it too with his. Y'all listen. I'm not gonna promote his channel, but y'all know he got one. So
Yeah. And it's like they
y'all
give her
want to see that neck rolling over there? Y'all go on.
they give her all of this privilege, and I think now it's like, okay, I got to turn it up because maybe I don't know. And even Moneta becoming a part of the show now, I think Moneta was there to be the mouthpiece part of the alliance. She loves to
That's
form
a
an
good.
alliance.
Listen, Radiant says she thinks producers are helping Marlo and Sheree, and that could be possible because technically Sheree is the OG here, even though she sat
Yeah.
out several seasons. Sheree is really the OG. Kandi is not the OG when it comes to the
Yeah.
Real Housewives of Atlanta because she wasn't on first season. As much as I don't see it for Sheree was on the first season of the show. So I can see producers and Andy and anybody else low key helping Sheree.
And I don't think Sheree ever saw it for Kandi, to be honest.
DonJuan does not have a Caucasian girlfriend, honey. He has a full-blooded black man. He got a strong black man. You need to go and watch my video on DonJuan's partner. Anyway,
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
Sheree ever saw it for Kandi. And I think she low-key believed in the whole Phaedra thing. That's why she was so comfortable running back from the alliance and freaking frack and playing telephone, because I think she kind of believed it. They've known each other for so long. Oh, Sheree's an OG. Kandi joined season 2. Sheree knows a lot about Kandi. And I think vice versa. And she's always side-eyed her. But because Sheree and Nene were always rocky, she was kind of always on the other side. But now Nene's out the picture, and she's like, okay, I think I'm gonna just rock with Marlo. And her and Kenya were never good till about recently. So she's always kind of side-eyed Kandi. And now she said, yeah, like she needs to show her life. And she needs to, it is what it is, or else it's like make space for somebody else. But that Courtney, I think that Courtney might be Kandi's next victim. I'm just gonna say.
Well, we shall see.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you for calling in, Mickey. Let me take some
Thank
more of these
you.
calls.
Have a good
Always
night,
pleasure.
Michelle. Thank you.
All right, you too. Bye. Hello. What the hell?
Oh my God, Michelle. I swear to God, I was on my way to sleep. I swear to
Who is
God,
this
I'm
in this
almost
picture?
there. My father. Why are you looking like that?
Is your father naked?
No.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Why you say it like that?
Because I don't understand what. Oh, that's Benzino. Okay, go ahead.
All right,
How you
Michelle.
doing, Dre?
I'm all right. I was listening to what you were saying or whatever. Now I don't know if you kind of delusional or something, but you seem like a little case of mental illness for saying Kandi said that she's going to headbutt somebody. Then you talking about somebody spitting on somebody. When somebody spit on somebody, that's like a felony in my shoes.
When
Like
somebody headbutts you, that's a felony. That's
no, when
assault.
you take your saliva and you spit it as a 70-year-old lady, you need your ass kicked. And Nene need her ass kicked. And then you talking about, oh, Kandi,
She spit sunflower seeds on the ground. She did not
you
spit
do
at Kenya.
not
And
spit.
even Kenya said she
Michelle,
almost tried to
I'm
spit on
sure
me.
you had
That is
an
not
okay
spitting on you.
childhood. I'm sure your mama taught you not to
Why are
spit,
we
right?
going through this
I'm
again?
asking you a
We
question.
we
Did your
already
mom teach you
we
not to
already know
spit?
Nene did
I'm
spit on that
sure your
girl.
mom
So
taught
why
you
are
not
you
to
here,
spit.
Dre?
You
Why are you here?
you're a
Why are you
lady, and I'm sure. Do
why are
you
you
spit?
here?
Do you
Why are
spit?
you here?
Because I'm
That wasn't
asking a
one of the
question.
topics. Why are you
You
here?
was talking about it. You said something about spitting, like
I
Candy just
mentioned
like
it
me,
in
right?
reference to
But you
Kandi
spitting
saying
and
that she will
headbutting
headbutt
is two
somebody.
totally
This
different things. I know how to unmute myself. You should know that you do not spit. You do not supposed to spit.
all
That's
right, thank
that's
you, Dre.
disgusting. That's
All right.
disgusting. And for you to
Is that what
say
you called me to tell me?
yes, because for you to say something about compare headbutt to spitting, that shows a little delusional
So
in
what's
you.
the difference?
I
What's the difference?
you
So
don't
you would
spit.
prefer to be
Michelle,
headbutted.
if you was in front
You
of
would
me and
prefer
you
to be headbutted.
Michelle, if you was
Would
in
you
front of
prefer to
me,
be headbutted?
if
No,
you was
just answer the
in
question,
front of
Dre.
me, I'm not. If you spit on me, it's gonna be a problem. That's all I'm saying.
If
It's gonna
you
be a
spit
problem.
on me, if you headbutt me, if you put your hands on
Whatever.
me, period, it's gonna be a
Exactly. You
problem.
don't spit on nobody or you don't
You
headbutt
don't
nobody.
do you don't touch nobody without their
She didn't do
permission.
it though. She said she gonna make me headbutt this bee. That's what she said. That girl over there, she spit it.
She did not
Seeds. That's
spat.
disgusting.
She did
That's
not spit,
that's
spat.
disgusting. And
She
for
did
you to
not.
defend her for that, it's you're delusional.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of delusional for you to defend someone for spitting on a person. That's disgusting. I don't know how you was raised, but I'm sure your mama in Tennessee and Memphis taught you not to spit. And
Okay, Dre. Is
also
there anything
as
else you would like to talk about today?
yes, I would like to talk about the topics, but that one just got me off a minute. Like you okay with people spitting? That's disgusting, delusional, if you ask me. As far as Brian McKnight, it's a lot of people, a lot of Negroes, dudes, disowning their kids and always, want to take the wife kids. But apparently his wife put something in the spaghetti and it's working. But what she don't know, that's going to come back and hunt her. You do not put stuff in your spaghetti and make this dude go crazy over you. That's going to come back on you. You should have left that stuff in New Orleans. You was wrong. and you talking about that's your daughter, and now he's finally got a daughter and all this other stuff. That spaghetti stuff, y'all can keep trying to do that crazy stuff, demonic stuff.
What is she
The stuff
talking
that she
about?
put in her spaghetti, that's why he like that. That's the
Who
only
put
reason he could
something
be
in the
like that.
spaghetti? I'm so lost right now.
His wife did. His wife
When
put
did
that
this
stuff in the
happen?
spaghetti. That
How
special
you know?
sauce. I'm telling you, you don't act like that. He done got mentally crazy. She put the stuff in the spaghetti, and that's not cool. That's not cool at all. And it's gonna come back and hunt her. God is not God. You reap what you sow. Like my granny always say, Grandma Esther always say, you reap what you sow. You do me wrong, it's going to come back at you 10 times harder. You best to believe it. The other topic you was talking about, the brat. I mean the brat. Y'all, people so worried about this. It's going to be a white test tube baby. I mean, it's a test tube baby. It's not even a real baby anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have to go to sperm donors, I mean, she ain't
Still a
got no
baby, right?
friends,
What are
huh?
you talking about? It's still a
The brat
baby.
having this little test tube baby, like she can call
It's
Jermaine
still a
pretty.
baby, Dre. It's still a
It's still
baby.
a test tube baby. Call it what it is.
It's
It's
a
not a real human.
baby,
It's
Dre.
a
It's her
test
human
tube
life,
baby.
Dre.
It's a test
It
tube
doesn't
though.
matter how the baby was conceived. It's still a baby.
That baby is coming out with full of confusion. Don't know the right from the left, who the mama or the daddy. That's gonna be a little confused test tube baby. It is what it is. Call it what it is. I mean, if she want to have a little white baby, my thing is, I don't want white in my blood. You know, I got Nigerian in my blood. Nigerian. You know what I'm saying?
I knew you was
I don't,
Nigerian. You
I
said you
don't want
would.
no white in my blood.
I
Ain't
knew it
nothing
was
wrong
a
with
reason
white people.
you couldn't
Ain't nothing,
pronunciate the word.
ain't nothing wrong with white people. I have nothing against white people, but I want some black little kids. I don't want nothing white coming out of me. I mean coming out of my wife. You know, not of me. I'm talking because it would be of me because of my wife. You know, coming out of me. Because the sperm going in. Okay, you know what I'm trying to say. And I'm sorry.
I'm listening. Go ahead. You don't want
Yeah.
to have no black, you don't want to have no white babies.
Right. And another thing is about the lady. I don't know her name. The lady, the bus driver, Michelle. You know, I'm so glad I got ladies in my life that do not settle for less. That they do not. I swear to you, they do not settle for less. If she don't want to date a bus driver, what the hell is wrong with that? Why do y'all have to belittle y'all standards? You don't have to date no dang old bus driver. Who want? I make six figures if I do overtime. You don't have to date a bus driver if you don't want to. African, no, I'm not gonna say African American ladies because some people ain't never been to Africa. I'm an American, and you ladies who was born American, y'all African, no Americans. You don't have to settle for less. You have to know your worth. You don't have to date nobody broke. Why do black ladies have to date people broke? Why do they have to have it's the baby mama culture for me? Because these little young ones, we are in deep trouble because the stuff I've been seeing really the little young ones out in Atlanta, this is the baby mama culture. It is what it is. You don't have to date below your standards. You ladies need to held your head up high. You are queens. You don't have to date no bus driver. Who the hell want to date a bus driver? There's nothing wrong with being a bus driver. You know, you could make your 60, 70,000, however much you make.
First you
But
said who want to date a bus driver, and then you say there's nothing wrong with it. Like Dre, you making me confused.
I said there's nothing wrong with being a bus driver. But
Okay.
I don't want my daughter to come home when I have one with a bus driver. You know, I didn't say, okay, baby, I'm sending you to Catholic school, private school all your life. And when you grow up,
What's wrong with dating a bus driver? Why you don't
there's
want your
nothing
daughter to
wrong.
date a
You
bus
go date
driver?
one. I don't want my baby to date one. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say, go ahead, baby. You go ahead. And when you grow up, my dream is for you is to get you a nice little bus driver husband. No, I don't want that. I don't want my baby to have no bus driver husband. You
What if
don't have
the
to.
bus driver makes six figures, got a good
Six figures is not no money.
401k
Okay,
plan,
this is
been
what
on
y'all.
the job for
Who
30
the hell want to work for 60
years?
years for a 401k plan? Michelle, as a business owner, you should tell your audience that. Who the hell want to work for 60 years for a 401k? Michelle, be realistic. Talk to these people like you talk to people in page. Michelle, I done talk to you. You already know how I operate, and I know how you operate. You already know you're not with the 401k plan. So don't front. Be yourself. Be yourself. You know you're not with the 401k, and you know damn well you wouldn't bring home to Memphis to your mama a bus driver.
I'm with Roth IRAs.
Well, I don't know. You did date
I'm
Bob
all
Whitfield,
about
so
the
I don't
money.
know
I'm
who
all
you.
about the
I,
coins.
I take that back. I don't know who you would bring home. But my thing is, ladies, you don't have to bring home no bus driver. You worth more than a bus driver. You walk out there with your head up high. Don't walk with your head up low. You are queens. But you know, and another thing, you know what? I've been doing my research, Michelle. I don't believe it was ever slaves. If you go out there to Russia, they serve a black god. Michelle, I don't believe slavery really existed. I really don't. Do you know any slaves? Have you met any slaves?
Kanye.
I asked my
Is
great
this
grandma.
Kanye? Is this Kanye?
No, I'm serious. You have never met a slave before. I think America is just Michelle. I'm not the one to preach. I think America is be lying. They are lying to us. We was never slaves. We are kings and queens. They are beneath us. We are gods and goddesses. Please don't believe it was slaves, y'all. I know me. So I know my ancestors. I know from my ancestors from Atlanta, and I know they wasn't slaves because that's not in my blood. If you say, "Oh, Drake," and slap me, I'm slap back. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's all I call Michelle. You could believe it was slaves if you want to. That's on you. I don't know. Have a good night.
I don't even know what to say. All right. Next, hold on. Let me take a few more calls. Hi, Aisha. How you doing, friend?
Hey Michelle, how are you? I was just over here just laughing because I couldn't take it no.
I didn't even have no clap back. So I'm like, did he practice this speech before he called in? I don't even know where it was going.
I guess he was saying the wife put voodoo in Brian's food. I guess you know them roots, you know them spells and all that. I guess that's what he's trying to say. I mean you got people like that, but I don't think that's the case. Um, okay. I'll just start from the top and try to make it quick because I know you got other people in the back. I'm glad y'all is okay in Atlanta. I'm glad y'all got the man. That this shooting stuff is crazy because apparently I was watching the news in the summer. It was a school shooting in Russia. A 14-year-old shot his
Oh, no.
teacher and 8 other students in his classroom. Yes, so we just gotta pray for the world because people that lost their mind. Let me see. Prayers for Jamie Foxx because we need to because I didn't, I was just shocked when we found out that he was in the hospital like that. So let me
Definitely
see.
prayers up to Jamie Foxx.
Eva, she need help. She did that so she can get some money. She never really loved that man, in my personal opinion, because ain't too many men finna take on the responsibility of another person's child. And now you looking for child support, baby. Somebody need to knock them teeth out her mouth. I mean, she be doing her thing on all the
I
20.
mean, technically, it is his child. So, I mean, I would think that he knew that, when he adopted the child, that he was now legally the child's father forever. You know what I'm saying?
I get that part, but I think that I believe he loves Eva enough to want to do that. Most men, even when they marry a woman and she has children, they normally don't go that far. They still try to respect the other parent, but the
But
fact that
remember,
he
the other parent didn't respect her. Remember,
right,
Kevin McCall went online and pretty much disowned his daughter. Remember all of that drama that was going on?
yeah, so that says a lot about him as a man that he even with all of that drama, he loved her enough and said, you know what? I'm gonna take her in as my own. I'm gonna give her my last name. She's mine. He don't want to respond. That's okay. And you don't normally, like I said, you don't find too many men that's willing to do something like that, especially black men. And so for her to like, oh, we're gonna get a divorce, you don't know the meaning of marriage. You just made it to 5 years. You ain't even really went through the trenches. To be honest with you, something don't
That's
like
true.
and baby, because
It get hard around year 7.
yeah, your life
Yeah.
happens, and
'Cause I got divorced
everybody's
around year
career.
10.
Yeah.
It get real hard.
life changes, career changes, things happen, but you got to learn how to go. And that's the importance, not to preach. And most people, everybody has their own beliefs. But I'm a firm believer in Christ. And if you don't have God in your marriage, baby, you ain't going to survive. That's point
In
blank.
your life, period.
Yes, you're not going to survive. So I don't know what she thought. Oh, let's be married for 5 years, unless you just was looking for a moment. Now you want to admit that you like women. I mean, well, maybe Shamil was right when you first appeared on the show and something about you and Missy Elliott. Hey, could have been something.
That's what they said. She was licking bottoms to get
Yeah.
on top.
So, but you probably, got a marriage to cover up, but you lasted for a few years. So it can look like something. Then you go on. The Brat and Judy should left that alone. Should never said anything about that. They must don't have no media training. They don't know how to answer questions without saying anything stupid. Cause that was pointless, and you could have kept searching. If she froze the eggs up to a certain point, or whatever was going on with Judy because she couldn't carry because she had got sick or something, or whatever the case may be, you guys could have kept searching, or you could have adopted.
That's what I said. Like, was this a nationwide search, or this was a search in Georgia? Like, I would be going all around the world to find me a intelligent black male
Right,
sperm
you only
donor.
stuck in Atlanta and stuff. And then I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't have an issue with people doing that. But if I was a man, I couldn't do that because I wouldn't want to know that I got kids rolling around somewhere and somebody then inserted my sperm inside of a woman and I got kids and now the kid grow up. Where's my daddy? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of confusion. So it's still gonna be some questions need to be answered when the child get older. It's just a little weird to me, but to each his own.
Yeah.
Brian McKnight, somebody to slap him just because he think he can sing, and he probably can get a few girls wet because he can sing some nice songs. Certain things don't need to be said, don't need to be done. You should honor, you should respect all of your children, honor all of your kids. You just because you ain't with their mama no more don't mean you disown them.
That's true.
That's crazy, and that's distasteful. That's nasty. That's hateful. Okay.
Well, Aisha, listen. I can let you talk all night long. I got a few more people on the line I got to take, and I'm running over. But I appreciate you chiming in today, as
Ooh, you got
always.
2 hours, girl.
I know, right? I appreciate you, Aisha.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for calling.
All right.
Bye. Hold on, y'all. We got a few more. Hey, LaShawn, how you doing, friend?
Hey, how you doing, Michelle?
Good. What would
Okay,
you like to talk about today?
let's start with the Brat.
Okay.
Well, first of all, my thought with that one is we need to find out the number of black men who donate sperm. Because of course, if their pickings were slim, they had to pick from what they had.
Okay.
And even with that being said, I know someone made the statement in the comments that, or maybe you even said it, that you don't sit there and look at the person you're with and say he's ugly or he doesn't look a certain way, so therefore I don't want to have my kids look like him. But I will say this, I'm sure even when people had kids, they've looked at their spouse and said, well, I hope my kid doesn't have your nose, I hope my kid doesn't have your eyes, I hope my kid doesn't have your features. So now they can pick and choose the person they have their baby with. So therefore, they're picking and choosing. Now, I agree with you when you said maybe they should have kept that private. That's not something they should have said because of the backlash they should have known they were going to get. But because again, my whole thought is when I heard about the interview today, I looked and because if you can't find a good looking black man in Atlanta, you can't find a good black man anywhere. So the question is, how many black men donate sperm? So if they couldn't find it in Atlanta, they couldn't find it anywhere.
I don't know that they're telling the truth. I'm like Ashley. I don't know that they're telling the truth. I think they really just wanted a mixed baby. And they not gonna say that. But I really think that that's what it was, because when you say there's a lack of black sperm donors, like how all these other women getting black sperm donors? How Kenya get her? Well, Kenya's paid Mark, but there's that. But I'm just saying in general, it seemed like they could have went like across country. Like, I don't know, but
Well, my
it is
whole
what
thing
it
is
is.
if you
But
can't
I
get it
just
in
think they
Atlanta, you
wanted a
can't get it nowhere.
biracial baby, and if that's what they wanted, that's what they wanted.
Okay. I'll give them that because again, it was their opportunity to pick their baby. I don't agree with the way Dre worded it, but it was their opportunity to get their baby because Judy is Judy's ovaries, her eggs rather. And here's I can pick. Oh, you have blue eyes. I would like to see my baby with bluish eyes. So again, they had the opportunity to pick their baby. It's their baby. So again, you may be right. Maybe they did want a biracial baby. But again, I still think we need to look at the fact that maybe there was not many black men who donate sperm. I bet those numbers are very low.
Okay, well, I mean, we need to ask around and see. I don't know if it's very low or not, but it is what it is.
Then as
I
far
just think honestly, just from reading it and reading their explanation and all of that, I just think that's an excuse. Like some people just want their baby to be a certain way. They want to design a kid. You know what I'm saying? And they
Yeah.
gotta, that's what they got. They got what they wanted. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Because if they hadn't, they picked the sperm donor. It is what it is. They got the baby that they wanted, and let's pray for a healthy childbirth, and move on. They got it's their child. They gotta raise it. So
Get that right. And then as far as Ebony, as long as she would have kept it personal, because I'm sure again, I'm 5'10". I wouldn't want to date a man who's 5'6". I would want to date a white man. So we all have our personal preferences. So I have no problem saying she would not want to date a bus driver unless they own the bus company. So again, I do understand that she has a preference, but when she generalized it, that's when it became a problem because basically, even when she doubled down on it today, she sat there and she said, I guess you're the kind of man who came home with C's and D's and your parents coddled you and said it was okay. Well, hell, maybe my C's and my D's is all I could do, Ebony. So again,
I think what she wants a man who excels. She wants an ambitious man. She wants
but
a man that's
again, that's
smart.
her preference,
Those are her
Michelle. That's a
requirements.
preference. Do you have to disrespect the ones who came home with the C's and D's? Did you have to disrespect the ones
I
who
don't want no man that got C's and D's. I don't want no man who flunked out of high school.
But that's your preference, Michelle.
I don't want no C student.
But when you generalize, what she did was she doubled down and she generalized. And tell me what any of what she said yesterday with that interview with Iyanla or today has to do with white supremacy. I don't know where that even came from.
Because when you look at the overall aspect of people who enter into this foray of what black women should be seeking as a mate and why there are so many black women single, it is kind of white supremacist because they always act like we don't have options. You should just settle. You should get the lowest of the low. Half the black men are in jail. This, that, and third. But y'all ain't telling black men that. Y'all not giving these black men those same options, saying, you need to choose black women. And, there's, plenty of black women options out there. No, what they're doing is, saying black men can have their preference, but black women can't.
Well,
so if it's not white supremacy, it is rooted in misogyny. Let's just say
maybe that. Again, I just didn't know when she said where the white supremacy came in. I just didn't like it when she said that.
Well,
and again, I had no problem.
I think because single white women don't get the same issue when they say they want to marry a rich man or a man of status or a man who is smart or a man who's college educated. Like it's accepted. It's expected for white women to desire those things. But when black women desire those things, it's a problem. So therein lies the white supremacy.
Okay.
In my opinion. But I'm not Ebony, so I don't know. I'm just an observer.
Again, I had no problem with her and her preference. Again, I get the preference. It's the generalization that she lost me on. And the thing is, when she said here, she's close to 40. She's in her early 40s. I know she's frozen her eggs and she spoke about that. The men that she's talking about, they don't want a 40-year-old woman. So again, they want a 20. They want a 30-year-old woman. So again,
again,
But
it's
do y'all?
their
But okay, let's talk
preference.
about that.
It's their
Do y'all talk
preference.
about the white 40-year-old women out there? Do y'all say that the men don't want y'all?
Well,
The
let me
men
say
don't.
this. Let me tell you a conversation I had with a white coworker yesterday. One thing that I noticed when you sit there and see the white football players and the white basketball players, you know who they're with? They're white women. When you see the black football players and the black basketball players, they're with their white women. So I do have a problem with that. So again, but the thing is that 1% that Ebony is talking about, they don't want her.
Alrighty.
But again, she can. I have no problem
I think
with her.
I guess I'm an optimist. I feel like there's somebody out there for everyone. And I don't like to generalize and be like, oh,
That's
most
what she
men don't
did,
want a
Michelle.
40-something-year-old woman with no kids. I don't like that because then that's going into that whole Kevin Samuels mindset of women need to be this, this, and this in order for a man to want them. And that's not the way relationships work, in
And
my
you
opinion.
again, you don't like the generalization, so it's not. So you should not like it when she generalized. Like I said, I'll say over and over when if she would say, I would not date a bus driver. I would not date a whatever. That's fine. What you would not do. Everybody has a preference. But basically, when I was listening today, when she doubled down and read the comments, everybody was giving her shit because she was sitting there dogging out, disrespecting 60% of black men are middle class people. They're making less than $100,000 a year.
Well, maybe they need to step up. If that's the case, and so many black women are making more than that, maybe these black men need to step up. That's all. I don't know.
There you go, generalizing. Okay. There you go.
You just named the statistic, and I was just saying in
Fact.
general, if so many black men aren't excelling, maybe they need to step up and excel.
Well, I hear you, Michelle. That, again, it's obvious you have no problem with generalization, just like she had, and that's when she doubled down on it. Because again, she had no problem with what she said because she doubled down on it. And the thing is, when you double down, you will get the backlash. And the thing is, I don't even know why she was even speaking about dating a black man when the last couple of men she's dated were white.
Okay, Sarah. Maybe that's all she could find in her dating pool. Just like the brat, that was all they could find. It was some white sperm. I don't know. Well, I appreciate you, LaShawn. Thank you for calling in.
All right, bye, Michelle.
All right, bye-bye. Hold on, y'all. Look, Kendra said, why is this caller capping for a group that constantly disrespects all black women? If you don't qualify, keep it moving. All she said was that she expects better. I agree with you. I know there are several people in the back. I feel like we have hit our cap. Let me see. Y'all think I should take these last two callers? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you think I should take these last two callers. I know it's 1,400 of y'all in here on Facebook and YouTube. And y'all need to like this video and subscribe if you are not subscribed. Let me see. Put a 1 in the chat if I should take these calls. I put a 2 in the chat if you think we should wait till tomorrow and talk about something else. Oh, y'all want me to keep going? Oh, y'all want me to work hard, huh? Okay, I work hard. Ooh, they ain't got no picture. Let's see who this is. True Wisdom. Hi, how you doing?
Hey, Michelle, can you hear me clearly? I called
Yes,
in before. I'm just in bed, so I didn't put my camera on. But thanks for
Welcome.
taking
No, it's all good.
the call. Michelle, I must say, you are a beautiful Black woman. I don't know what these haters be talking about. I love your channel. I've been with you from day one. I just don't come up over. But I just wanted to just comment on two things to keep it short so the last person can come up is
Okay.
the Brat and Kandi. Oh, look at Biggie. So with the Brat, I just hope that they're making the right decision by not choosing a black donor, because to be honest, there are a lot more diseases that white people have than we do. We have some of the strongest blood, strongest genes, strongest everything you could think of in our melanin, skin, and whatever else. I just hope they're making that decision, making the right decision, choosing that, because They said the guy that was there, the choice they had looked like Jiminy Cricket or something she said on her show. And I'm just wondering, did you just not want an ugly baby, or you thought it was going to be an ugly baby, or you really wanted
Yeah, because
to?
we didn't hear her say that the ugly black man, if he was, college educated, smart, or
Correct.
successful, or
Correct.
any of that. You're right.
Yeah. So is it ugly, or is it just about the disease or whatever it is? And I hate when these doctors speak things over you and say, well, you had this, or your mom had this, or you're going to have this. No, everything is in the diet. You eat right, take care of yourself, exercise. You can beat a lot of these diseases that they like to label us having. Oh, you're going because you're black, you're going to have high blood. Because you're black, you're going to have this. I hate when they do that because most all of these diseases could be overcome by diet alone. Just you're changing your diet, eating healthy and exercising, you could beat a lot of these diseases. So I think that's an excuse. I think we're seeing a colorist brat, and I honestly think they just wanted a mixed baby, someone as light as them or lighter. That's what I think this was all about. Maybe not,
Yeah.
they didn't want a nappy haired baby. I don't know. But it just seems a little off. And then as far as Kandi, oh my gosh, I don't hate anyone. I just don't like Kandi based on the character she plays on the shows.
Mhm.
And I think Kandi has stepped on so many necks to get where she is. I don't see the praise and oh, Candy's this great this and businesswoman that, because I still go back to what Nene said when they were all going to go to the executives together to get different things for them, and she went behind their back and did it on her own for her own selfishness, because she's extremely greedy and selfish. And I just see the only reason Kandi is getting all these things and Emmy this and this play and this and this these things is because Kandi is selling out not only her soul, but she's selling out her castmates. And that's all Bravo and the executives like. They just like that person who's gonna step on the neck of your own people. And that's why she's getting all these rewards, because she's the one willing to do it. And I'm glad Marlo is going after her. I'm glad Sheree is going after her. I'm glad they're bold enough to do it because nobody else is going to do it.
Hmm.
Now, I've heard that they're going to be, I heard on another channel that they're saying that the new girl, I forgot the new girl's name. They're saying that,
Courtney.
they're saying she doesn't
Mhm.
like Kandi and she's going after Kandi. And they're saying,
Yep, first episode, she going after
yeah,
her first.
they think Kenya also really wants to go after Kandi, but she's kind of playing double agent. I don't know if that's true or not, because remember, she can't really go after Kandi because Kandi helped her get her job back. So she
Right.
might low key want to go after Kandi, but she can't because she kind of owes Kandi. But Marlo couldn't care
Mhm.
less. And I think Marlo took a script out of Nene's book where you have to go after the top dog because that's who she is now because she's the only one there to keep your peach kind of thing. So I think Marlo took on that villain role and she's just going to do her job. And I'm not mad at her for doing it. It's about time somebody steps up to the plate and go after Kandi. Because Kandi, it's one thing on the show where you do these things, but now behind the scenes, you're hearing all kind of things that Kandi does and throw rocks and hide her hand and then go on her
Mhm.
channel, spin the narrative and all these things. And then with the two sisters, I totally believe she was behind that to ruin that girl's record coming out, her album
I
coming
do
out.
too.
Yeah, people don't see all this stuff about Kandi, but I see Kandi for who
Mhm.
she is, and
Mhm.
I'm not here for all of the great businesswoman, all that, because you never win when you play dirty, Michelle. Thank you so much for having me up.
Well, thank you for calling in, True Wisdom. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All
Oh,
right, you
Michelle, how
too.
do I reach you to, like, if I want to email you on some stuff that I'm working on, how do I get to you? Like,
mbrown@atln.com. And it's on my,
M.
like, if you go to the contact tab on YouTube, all of my contact information, address, email, everything is on there.
Okay. So I can send you an email, tell you what I'm working on, and you'll get it.
Yes, ma'am. I sure
Okay.
will.
Thank you, Michelle.
All
Have
right.
a good
Thank you.
evening.
All right. You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Shout out to True Wisdom. We got one more call in the bag. Honey, let me see what Biggie doing. He sleep. I can't see. It's too dark over there. Okay. He laying on my purse. Okay. I see you, Biggie. It's dark. I got all the lights on me. Hey TT, what's up?
Can you hear me, Michelle?
I can.
Oh my God, the wait was so long, baby. It was so
I'm
long.
sorry. It was a lot of people who called in. You had waited too long to call.
But it's okay, girl. If you went and saved the best for last. Hey, girl.
Where you calling from, TT?
Instagram. You don't need to say
Hey.
my name, but if you remember.
Huh? What's your name? I know who you are. I see it. But anyway, how you doing, friend?
Hey, Michelle. You know, this
Hi.
is my first time calling up here in years, but
Don't be
I'll be
scared.
on Instagram. But so I'm gonna just do my topics real quick. The bus driver. I don't know why everybody's making such a big deal about it. If the woman don't want to date a bus driver, she don't have to date a bus driver. Bus drivers do very well. I know 2 bus drivers that are homeowners. So if she don't want to be with a bus driver, she don't need that. Then she will never be with a bus driver. It's not that big a deal.
Right. Bus driver might not want to be with her.
Exactly. I know
He
bus
might want a
drivers.
submissive woman who work at the school or something. I mean, you need to be equally yoked in some ways. I'm just saying.
Exactly. She will find who is for her. A bus driver is not for her,
Mhm.
and she knows that. She knows that a bus driver is not for her. So good for
Mhm.
you, girl.
I feel
Okay.
you on that.
Miss Claudia. She
Uh-oh.
wasn't on the topics because she's never a topic.
Colorist
But
Claudia,
anyway,
you coming in here with some mess already.
no, I was just going back to what I said to you on Instagram that Claudia, you need to say thank you to Miss Michelle, girl,
Oh, you said
because
something to me on Instagram.
nobody talks to you, nobody mentions you, but Michelle. What I said, you remember when I said that today? I said that today.
Yes, I do
No,
recall seeing that.
nobody talks about you, girl,
Oh.
but Michelle. So you need to
Okay,
say
she ought to
thank
be thanking
you.
me.
You need to say thank you, baby girl, because
Okay.
period. And the realtor girl, the reason she didn't want her house up there is because she's not famous. That's why she didn't
Because
want
she
her
not
house on
what?
that page. All the people on the realtor's YouTube page, they're
Uh,
famous people. So the
oh.
reason Claudia wanted her house down is because she's not famous.
Oh. It is kind of embarrassing to have that house next to The Rock and Drake's $88 million house. And yeah, it is kind of embarrassing.
She was like, take this down.
And look, and people is mad at me because I didn't like the house. I was just talking, it's my opinion. Y'all may not like my house, but I ain't showing you my house. But I'm just saying, in general, that's what we do. We look at houses. We talk about the fixtures. We do what we do. It just happened to be hers.
And then for her to have him take the house down and you didn't show the house yourself, I'm like, girl, is you okay? Is you okay, boo?
She's a
You
little,
just showed your whole house.
allegedly. She a little allegedly bipolar or something. I don't know what's the problem.
Okay, and then before I talk about Kandi, I just want to do her little baby Ace real quick. When
You
Ace
gonna do
did
what?
his
Don't be
commercial,
about the kids. Now I already get dragged for talking
oh,
about the kids. Please
I
don't
love
talk
the
about the kids.
kids. I love the kids. I just want to point out something
What do you
that
think
Ace
about
did
her
in his
KFC
commercial.
commercial?
Yes, when Ace did his commercial at the end, when Ace took a pause and he looked at that camera with them eyes and he said, it works every time. I said, oh, he was not acting right there. And I said, look at that's Todd. That's Todd be saying the same thing. Todd be saying it works.
Todd be waving chicken nuggets in front of Kandi.
It works every time. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ain't that Todd? It
Yep.
works every
That's
time.
Todd's child. You look, Todd, the one raising them. Todd gonna get a whole bunch of child support if he was to
Girl,
leave
when
tomorrow.
Ace looked at that camera, I said, okay, he wasn't acting right there because it works every time. They know how to get Kandi. They know how to do mama.
Okay.
But with Kandi and the Housewives, though,
Uh-huh.
this little head button thing, Kandi, that's not even you, girl. It might be you because I heard you was fighting with Latasha and all them in the group. You know, you the problem. You've been the problem since Escape. But this headbutting thing today, that's not you, girl. You is putting on.
Remember, Kandi loved to fight now. Remember, she was trying to fight when at the pillow talk fight. Remember, I drag every motherfucker in here. You don't remember
And
that?
didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. We having a repeat. We're having a repeat. She trying to recapture that moment. You not fooling me, girl. You're trying to redo that moment. That moment can never be recreated. You cannot recreate that moment. Now you headbutting somebody like a Billy Goat Gruff. No.
Listen, they haven't had any iconic moments since Nene Leakes left the show. Like normally, you remember there used to be all kind of viral moments when Nene was there. We haven't seen that damn viral, like something that we say over and
Nothing.
over again. The who gonna check me, boo, the bloops and the Trump checks and none of that. We
This is
haven't
what I
had
wanted to
none of
say.
that in these last few episodes, these last few
So,
seasons.
Michelle, Kandi thinks she the queen though, and she's the longest, but you are not the queen of Atlanta Housewives. And what I mean when I say the queen, I mean is the girls who's given the drama, the girl who is number one. It's not you. Right now, I feel like it's
Who is
up in
gonna
the
be this
air.
season now that Nene gone? Who is it gonna be?
Me personally, I feel like it's
And
up in the
Portia ain't there
air.
either.
Huh?
Huh. I
If
said Portia
Portia,
ain't there either. Who is it gonna be?
that's what, if Portia was there, it would have been Portia. But since Portia is not there, I feel like it's up in the air. And it's really between Kenya, Marlo, and Sheree. And the reason that Kenya will not get it is because she is okay with being number two to Kandi. Because Kenya, this is your moment, girl. This is your moment, Kenya. And you are still playing number two. And this is your moment, Kenya. You got rid of Nene. Nene ain't there. Nene's not there, Kenya. This your moment. And you giving it,
And Kenya just then twirled up under
you
Candy's
letting Kandi
ass.
have it. This is your moment, Kenya, and you letting Kandi have it. Because you gotta go against Kandi to be number one, and you don't want to do
I
that.
think Kenya lost it when she paid Mark. That's when she lost it, and they've been divorcing for 3 years now. And it's like she lost her edge or something. It's like, come on, Kenya.
But I still feel
We
like
used to
this is
live for
her
you being
moment.
petty and messy and stuff, and now Kenya trying to be a wholesome stay-at-home mom or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Right. But she always wanted to be the queen though. And it's like Nene is not there, girl, and you is not going for it. She's not going for it. And I'm just like, wow, Kenya, you always act like you wanted it. And this is the time. And you're not doing it. You letting Kandi have it. You can't play number two right now. You can't play number two because Kandi ain't gonna play number two for you. So, you know.
Well, we shall see. It will be interesting. I'm gonna have me a good time reading them. You know how I do.
Oh, I'm gonna be tuned in, but I was like, let me go ahead and call Michelle tonight because I love her.
Yes, I love you too. Call me more often. You're fun. I like you, TT.
So when is this Sunday or next Sunday?
It's this Sunday, the 7th.
Because I don't even watch.
And truth
Girl.
be told, I already seen it. But anyway, yeah, it's this Sunday, the 7th.
Did you like it?
I don't want to say yet. I only watched the first 15 minutes of it. I gotta watch the rest of it. But I do have it. Yeah.
I mean, it looked like they're gonna try this season. It looks
And they
like they're
already
gonna
started
try.
fighting the first 15 minutes, yeah.
But what I can say is good for Marlo and Sheree because they're not gonna take it. They look like, okay, but is Kandi, you want to good for Marlo and Sheree, girl, because they just doing their job.
Okay.
They're just doing their job. They want to make the same thing Kandi has done. They trying to do for themselves too. So I'm actually kind of want to see Kenya. I've never been a big Kenya fan, but I just want to see Kenya do what she said she was gonna do and step into I wanted to be the queen. I'm the queen. I want to see her do
But
it.
she ain't been doing queen stuff. Like,
Not at
I don't
all. Not at
know.
all.
Kenya ain't,
She has not.
yeah, she just a lot of lackluster. I don't know what's going on with Kenya, but maybe she'll come
Yeah,
out this
Kenya
season.
kind
I
of
don't
fell
know.
off. Kenya got
Yeah.
to step it up because
Don't say that to 10, 12 now. They're gonna come for you.
No, I'm just saying Kenya they know Kenya has not been Kenya. Like you said, she's been trying to be a mommy. She wants to be a mommy. Like she's trying to be not. I don't know if she's trying to change her image or
There's
what,
nothing
but
wrong with that. It really isn't. More props to her for, staying home and raising her child. Kandi ain't doing it.
mm.
Anywho,
Which is
well,
true. Riley said it herself.
Kandi got all the nannies and she got daddy daycare. She don't have to do nothing. Riley
And
already
she's the
told y'all how
provider.
Kandi was. Anywho,
Mhm.
well, I appreciate you calling in, TT.
All right, Michelle, I'm gonna call back in now that I figured out how to do it or just took the time to do it.
Yes.
And
Okay.
it's the season, Atlanta Housewives season.
It is.
Oh, one more question. Are you going to see Beyonce?
I don't know. Maybe if somebody takes me. I didn't buy any tickets.
Oh, I'm going.
I
I'm going
would.
actually. I'm from Los Angeles, so I'm going. She has 3 shows in LA and one on her birthday, and I'm going to all 3.
Oh, okay, that one should be fun. I wanted to go see her in like Barcelona somewhere.
Yeah, but I know Michelle gonna go to the Beyonce concert.
I probably, I am a member of the Beehive. Okay, I'm
I
probably.
know. I know you got your
I sneak in the
vinyl.
back door some kind of way. Well, I appreciate you, TT. Talk to you later.
Okay, Michelle. Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Friend. Okay, listen, y'all. Somebody said, "How you get it?" I'm a member of the media. How I get it? We get screeners. Okay, I am a member of the media. So don't be getting mad that I own straight from the A.com and that I get screeners. I get screeners all the time. Okay. Y'all should join the Patreon and you may get even more tea. We might. I don't know if we're gonna watch together. I'm trying not to get in trouble. But anywho, if you're just getting here, go ahead and like this video. I appreciate everyone who joined the stream today. Let me thank my people who contributed to the stream because y'all did not have to contribute, and I surely appreciate it. Your girl been gone for a few days. Y'all show me some love. Y'all was sending me some super chat. Shout out to Miss ATLien Stan for sending me my first super chat of my return back to the YouTube after my 4 day. It seems like every single time I take 3 or 4 days off, it seems like I be gone like an eternity. And then people be hitting me up like I done ran off the Cuba or something. Yes, Sharonda, thank you so much. And all of the people who sent super chats today. Hold on, I'm about to read your names, honey, because I be forgetting. Hold on. Kendra, thank you so much. Kendra again, thank you so much. Teresa Moulton, thank you. Terry Thompson, thank you. JJ, appreciate you, boo. Tyler Reed, I appreciate you. JJ again, I appreciate you. Look at all these. I didn't even see all these. Reed, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that was from the other day. And Quasia. So I appreciate all y'all. Teresa, Kendra, Terry, JJ, Tyler, and JJ. Okay, I appreciate everyone who contributed to the stream tonight. If you would like to contribute again, you could be a channel sponsor. Click that join button straight in the thing. It's only 99 cents or $1.99, something like that, and you get the special emojis. Also, you could be a member of my Patreon. Okay, Patreon, we do late night lives. I'm not doing one tonight because I did a 3-hour one last night, but we're up for game night this week, and I give away cash prizes and stuff on game night. So the link is in the description box as well for my Patreon. You have to be in the $5 tier and above to participate in our game nights. And and visit straight from the A.com every day. I'm trying to post something every day until I return back to my full-time gig of writing and blogging and all of that. And so I'm trying to create a little work-life balance, do my videos, do my blogs, do my videos, and do my blogs. And, in the meantime, I still be reading Sandra Rose and Gossips and the Rhymes with Snitch and the Jasmine Brand and all of that. I salute everybody who is on this grind, this media grind. It is real in the field. Okay. So thank you guys for joining me on tonight's live. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Good night.
Y'all know I ain't got no money. I'm not
She's
rich
very
like
rich, honey.
I'm not rich
This
like
is
you.
a very rich bitch.
She been in business way before I was in business. Okay.
No, we came in business around. I was 2007.
You've been in business.
That's true. I've been in business.
She's a very rich bitch.
Well, she's just a bitch.
This is Tyler Perry, and if you want the truth, a lot of blogs don't tell the truth. StraightFromNene.com. That's what you check out.
And you love us, don't you?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I am your girl, Kandi. Hanging out with Straight from the A. You know, I love you guys. I always visit the site. But
Straight from the A. Where you from? I'm straight from the A. A-Town.
I like this bad.
A-Town.
That's better.
What's going down? Straight from the A.
Hey. Wait.
Now, what you want to say?
Here we go.
Hey, I'm Dr. Heavenly, and this is Straight from the A.